gotta come out of this.
All right.
What it do? It is your girl Wing, and I am here with my brotherins.
I'm E, man. The usual. That's it, man. I ain't got no, I ain't got no
Either
intro,
light, nigga.
man.
Either light. Listen, this is
Mm,
Sunday service, my guy. You're either light. Every time I think of either light, I straight up just be like, y'all gotta excuse me. I know I've been sick this past week. Listen, I think I'm fighting. No, let me not even play like that. I'm not fighting the corona. I just
yeah,
me and my
man.
daughter have been really sick. Like on my way home from Atlanta, I got a text message from, and y'all can hear my voice, so I'm gonna try. But anyway, got a
Right.
text message from my daughter's friend. If they live around the corner from me, and they ride the bus and they walk home together. We all we have a system. And she sent me the most alarming text message. I know a girl named Jessica, but so I thought it was her mom texting me, but it was my daughter's friend Jessica.
Mhm.
Jessica had been admitted to the hospital, or they had to take her to La Bonheur. That's the children's hospital out here. And
Right.
it was like I was so afraid because she had been sick and she had been out of school for like a week already. So I was absolutely alarmed. If anybody is following the corona issue and all of that, what I'm hearing, it's affecting children, but younger children. They're you know
Mhm.
they're 8, 9, 10, but it's affecting much younger children and adults and older people the worst.
Mhm.
So they're saying that this is basically a heightened strand of the flu. So, of course, with the weather and everything, Atlanta was surprisingly warm. And here in Memphis, we've had like 65-degree weather. I could go outside with a long sleeve shirt on and be okay in the day.
Right.
So, and I didn't get sick. So when I was on my way home, I was good. Monday morning or Monday night, laid down for work, woke up and felt like a bus hit me. I felt so bad. So yeah, we said I kept her home a few days because she wasn't feeling good. People with children, if y'all watching right now, we're gonna get into battle rap, but people with children, if y'all watching right now, keep your kids home. Try to, because I know single parents is not that easy. But
Yeah.
if you can keep your kids at home, when my daughter's school, after 3 days, you have to have a doctor's note. And I'm like, listen, I don't have a $50 code. Well, I have a $50 copay, but we ain't supposed to do a $50 copay when I can do a virtual visit and be like, listen, these are the symptoms. Can you call me in some medication? That's more
Yeah.
important than telling you can see physically that she is sick. So she's going to
Yeah.
be home. You know what I mean? With the whole truancy law and everything, they really just crack down on you with that. But yeah, we've been going through it this week. I have not, the last 2 days, I've been feeling okay. I finally was able to eat some real food instead of soup. Like, yes. So yeah, it's been ugly. But anyway, yeah, that's just my advisory for people with children. Keep these kids at home, please. And y'all gotta forgive me because my co-host, we've been trying to do a follow-up show, recap, whatever, for these battles that we've been able to watch, and my ass just could not get up. And y'all gonna have to forgive me because guess what? Y'all gonna see snot tissue in the nose winged in a minute, and I don't give a damn. Cause yeah, like that right now. It's just like that. But yeah, go ahead, Red Hoodie, get it cracking.
No, I don't have a red hoodie on today. I really don't. I just got a red t-shirt on. But um, look, let's go ahead and let's start with some of the current events that's been going on in battle rap. I mean, we was trying to get to all of this sooner or whatever from
Right.
the situations
And I'm
with
glad that we did it. I'm kind of glad that we didn't because we've had so much other stuff happen. And let me before we do
yeah.
that, shout out to Zeke, Blade Brown in the building, Delante, and our brother Jay Banks who asked me to be on the show. And if you need that link, I will text it to you. You just let me know.
Uh,
And yes, I have a
man, shout
nasty
out
ass
to them, man.
I'm just letting y'all know. Seriously, it's real over here. Like Lysol, yeah, it's real.
Okay, so the first thing, like I really, I really wanted to touch on, man, is okay. So people have seen the Adi Boom battle. People who ordered the pay-per-view that seen the Adi Boom battle.
Yeah.
Of course, it was a whole bunch of controversy with with the last show when it was supposedly that they were saying that the paperwork was fake, and then turned around that the paperwork wasn't fake, and Big K never said this, and so on and so on and so forth. Okay, now me personally,
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead. Go ahead.
okay, me personally, I did read the paperwork. I did. I was able to get the link or whatever, and then I got the one link, the just Tia leak, and then I had went to like the New Jersey thing and looked at both of them. Okay, and then I saw his interview with Math.
Oh my God.
Okay, so wait, hold that thought. Go ahead, E.
Oh, I ain't got nothing. I'm actually like that was just a
Let him do.
yeah.
Let him
That
do
was
that.
a facial. That was just a facial cue of like, yeah, man, talk about it. Like, yeah, I ain't got
You know
nothing
what?
right now. I'm
Let
good.
me do this because I found like unfortunately the other show that we did, I was so upset that I didn't really get, you know what I mean? That's when people piss me off like that, like I blank out. Fuck what I was gonna say, all of this. Here's my thing. And again, we love y'all. Thank you, whoever just said get well. We love y'all for tuning in, fucking with us whenever we are here. But here's my thing. For somebody to take my comments and you want to start some shit, y'all gotta understand. I don't claim to be gangster. I don't claim to be anything, but I am a real one. And don't start some shit somewhere where that's what when battle rappers be feeling a way about how fans move. Y'all gotta understand, just because there is a twat between my motherfucking legs, that don't mean nothing. The people, you start something, you can potentially start something with somebody when you're not telling the whole story. So yes, I put out, and jokingly, y'all know, if y'all be seeing my posts, I talk a lot of shit. I say a lot of things or whatever. It was more of a sarcastic, oh, the paperwork was fake, because to be honest, listen, y'all in the building when Kay said that shit, he was now I was in the back. I was way in the back. If anybody's been to the music room, it's a big bar that's like a square in the back of the building. And so I'm on the side where the bathrooms and the office and everything is at. You know what I mean? Not for nothing. I'm not there just to be a fan. As some niggas was like, you wasn't even there. Bitch, I hosted 2 battles. Apparently, you didn't buy the paperwork. Why? You know what? I mean, I said apparently you didn't buy the paperwork. Let me finish. Since you brought it up, I have to say this. No, seriously, I am not above being wrong. It was a simple, oh, the paperwork is fake. But I do have to explain, because again, that's what journalists do. Some asshole came on a post on one of the comments on the live and was like, figure out which degree you want. Sorry, I'm educated. I have a couple. But anyway, just from the different things that I did learn in journalism, if you have to make a retraction, you just make a retraction. Simple. Yeah. It wasn't that serious to me. I got a phone call, the things that happened with Kay and people talking to him about this before he left, different things. And like I said, for me, I just at the time I didn't take it that seriously, because I've been a K fan. I'm not a K bandwagger. Like, you can go back to old AFM shows. I am a true Big K fan. And Big K has never actually used the personal angle. So when he did it, I'm in the back and we tripping, and this nigga like, oh, you use the Jamaican accent to do, and I'm cracking up. Like, I'm entertained thoroughly. So yeah, it wasn't that serious for me at the time. But then niggas
I'm laughing not because of the Jamaican accent part, but I'm laughing because this is a perfect bar for somebody to use whenever they battle a specific person. And I'm telling you, it would land, but it will be funny at the same. I'm not gonna say who it is that
We
I'm
know who it
thinking,
is, bro. But
but
go
it'll be a
ahead.
crazy bar if they use it against this particular person.
I know who you're
And,
talking about. That's easy.
but go ahead, go ahead, go
Like,
ahead.
I'm not gonna drag it out because I'm over it. You know what I mean? Clearly, I was. If anybody knew, yep, Blade. If anybody knew that I was at the event, I did not fly. I was on the road, and that's the part that really upset me because there was a particular person who I saw the screenshots that was going back to Big K because Big K was like, "Who's saying that this is fake?" Bruh, I made one comment. And now, okay, I probably should have deleted it, but ultimately, I make comments to get feedback. I always do. I've always said things, and most people know that about me. That so before that, I'm in a private group where they was saying the Justia site could be edited. Now, the definitive of what edited meant, we did not know at the time. You know what I mean? So then I got that phone call. So it was just like, oh, well, I'm putting things together. So I'm automatically like, I was the first one who screenshotted that damn paperwork. And
Right.
see, y'all keep screenshots and put them everywhere. And that's cool. I did it for that reason. But then I was like, let me make sure that, and for people who thought that this was in defense of Adi, I mean, I had Kay winning the battle. Snakeyez came over to me and was like, Wing, I need to know what your opinion is. Like, I told him, first off, I felt like Adi was predictable. I didn't want to hear about your life in jail. As well as we see, there's a different take on that, but you know what I mean? And I'm not even picking fun at him because that man is going through it right now. You know what I mean? He made his decision on what he did. I'm not here to speak about innocent or guilty because I don't have to live with that. You see what I'm saying? So that was I never made my opinions on whether he was innocent or guilty. I'm gonna let the street committee do that, whatever, and that's just who I am because I just believe you never speak on anything if you never took a walk in that man's shoes. But again, my post, I had a lot of real dudes that fuck with me that was like, nah, when you do this, when this happens, whatever, and I understand that, so, but I have had my situations where my mind, I'm like, okay, well, nobody was in the interrogation room. You know what I mean? So I had a lot of different thoughts I was thinking about. But ultimately, like I said, initially when everything happened, I found the paperwork too. This, if y'all can see that, this is the way that looked. Now, from me doing plenty of papers in school, my first thing was there's no website on the top. So I don't know if you see that. There is the case and everything. And then at the bottom, there's nothing at the bottom. Okay. So the screenshots were blurry on both pages. This, for me, I was like, oh shit, this is some shit that you could type up because there was really no reference to where it came from at the top. Now, I'm sorry. That's just who I am. And that I'm sorry. I was expecting, and again, I'm in a battle rap event. So I saw the paperwork. I'm like, oh shit. But again,
but you know what? For you to get like, you want the authentic, like to see if it's authentic. Because remember, when Math was like, yo, when Clips and Lux battled, he was like, when I got the paperwork, I was trying to see was it a certain stamp on the paperwork that Lux threw out to the crowd. He was like, when I saw it wasn't no stamp, he was like, anybody could have doctored this up. And that's what Math had said that like some years ago. So I kind of understand your argument with that.
But this particular paperwork, he got it from he did say in the battle, you can go to the .gov site. But again, we making plans after the battle. You got a whole bunch of other battles that's coming up. After that battle was over, I'm still like, oh shit. Well, whatever. And put the paperwork, tucked it, and was like, we'll come back to this later. So, like I said, that morning, that was like 6 o'clock in the morning. Battle Rap really wasn't even talking about it at that time. So when I got the phone call, and this was not just from any old person, this was from somebody. I'm actually doing business with a brand right now. This was somebody who, I'm not going to say who that was, and I don't care who feels like, oh, you should, but I do business with these people. I'm fucking up my business. This is a big deal right now. So, and even if it wasn't, I'm not going to do that, because I stood 10 toes down on what I said and why I said it. But my whole thing was for somebody to go and be like, okay, Wing said it. Wing said it. I am happy that Kay did not clap back, because then it would have been a whole nother issue.
Okay,
because
but here's my thing.
Here's my thing. Girl on some other shit. But Kay could have easily, with his emotional self, he could have easily been like, he knew I was in the building because I actually talked to Kay when I was in the building. So he could have, if he wanted to. And that person, just as well as they wanted to say that I said it, they could have easily been like, well, because I said in the comments, listen, let me get home. Because shout out to Easy the Block Captain and Dude. They hit me up and he was like, we had a conversation. He was like, nah, Wing, it's real. I'm checking the site out. I'm about to send you the information. And like you said, you look for a seal. It wouldn't have been a seal, because then we turned around and found out that it was actually the appeal of one of the co-defendants.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, oh shit, hold up. Come to find out, it's 8 pages. So I'm like, nah, hold on. Kay just gave us 2 pages. Let me go and see what this is really saying, so that I know what I'm talking about. So, and I clearly said this on my Facebook page. So it really upset me that somebody decided to go and be like, oh, she said it, she said this, and it's all over Facebook, but y'all and Twitter, but y'all decided not to actually pay attention to the fact that I said, let me go read where this actually came from.
Well, I mean, of course, people are gonna always hot take something. People are gonna always take one thing you said, and they're gonna go ahead and hurry up and put that out. Like, I remember I was watching the Beef DVDs a long time ago.
Classic.
They was talking about Tupac and Biggie dying.
Yeah.
But the realest thing Trez said was he was mad at Vibe magazine after Biggie died for putting under the headlines of Biggie East versus West, because he was like, real niggas from the hood don't read articles. All they see is the headlines. East versus West. Oh, nigga, it's on. And even Bob and them was like, we kind of regret putting that out there, because a lot of people don't read articles. So chances are you probably had an asshole that took a little bit of what you said. They probably skimmed what you said, took one thing, ran with it, and said, oh, she said this, she said that. But my whole thing is this. And even Joe Budden, because I listened to his podcast, he even said, I hate when people like The Real or Shade Room will take a little piece of what I said on air and not put the whole clip out, and then it makes me look like an asshole, or makes me look like, I'm saying something wrong. Put the whole clip out when I'm saying everything and give him my full take, and then judge after that. But again, you don't have people that's willing to do that. You have people that's willing to just start shit up just to see how far they can get shit going. Because
these are the same people who were like, when you should have did your research, but you shouldn't have sat here and jacked some shit that I said, but then turned around and saw, because I'm arguing on my post, saw that I said, hey, let me get home and do this. Delonte, you're right. Not throwing him under the bus, but to quote exactly what they said, when you know that shit ain't real, right?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's the thing, man. Context. The key word is context.
Right.
What was said in context. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to go on a quick church spiel, a lot of reason people hate Christianity is because a lot of people with evil intentions take things in the Bible out of context and say that as law.
Right.
It messes up people's lives. Things like, if I said, like, if I came to Ray, like, hey, bro, I cheated last night. If anybody hears that, they think cheat, infidelity. They don't think about sports. They don't think about nothing. We could have been bowling, and I just did a footfall. That's literally what happened.
Well, Delonte, no.
Hold on. To what Delonte said, because this is not a reach, and this have been proven. people will literally take half of what somebody posts on a Facebook page
Mm-hmm.
and then run with it. I've seen it done. I've literally witnessed motherfuckers get their heads split because somebody had misread something that somebody said or misquoted something somebody said, and the fight break out. So it's not a reach. It's not a reach.
No, this got serious. It got serious because, oh boy, if you go back to the show, I deleted it since then. If you go, well, you can't. So anyway, on that post, it was a certain person who decided to be on my Facebook post. He saw everything I said on that post and did not tell Big K or screenshot what I said to Big K, but screenshot or the thread or what I said within the thread. He just screenshotted my post. That's all he did. So it's not a reach because, again, had Big K clap back at me without actually talking, because we know how emotional he can be, it would have definitely been something else, because he didn't have to do that when I clearly came back and did a show where I said basically, no, I was completely mistaken, but I also said to Kay on Twitter that him and I can have a conversation. I will tell you what you did in the building. I will tell you all the turn of events, because what people got to understand, I was at RBE working. So I'm in the know just a little bit. And I'm an observant person. So I saw everything that was going on. And at the time, it was kind of like, oh, but again, I didn't really care enough. You know what I mean? And that's not to discredit Adi Boom's life or anybody else's life. I just didn't care enough. Do y'all not realize how wonderful that event was? That event.
Don't rub that shit in, because I was at home watching Glitchgate.
One of the best RBE events I have been to. And I appreciated that event. So after that battle, it was like I didn't care. And then I'm on the road, so it really wasn't much I could do to really try to defend myself or lack of. And then I was dealing with life, so whatever. But I get what you're saying. I get what a lot of y'all are saying. Again, y'all, this segment part, I don't even want to go back through that, because I don't believe in speaking on people's situations. Everybody's situation was different. You know what I mean? And y'all feel free to talk amongst each other about the validity of this appeal from this person.
I'm gonna just say this, and then we gonna move on. Okay. On my end, because I wanted to read everything for myself. I read what was said on Just Tia. And then I turned around and I read what was said, like when I looked up the stuff through New Jersey corrections and so on and so forth. Now, then I seen the interview with Math.
Oh, and my God.
Yeah, that it basically this is just all honesty, Adi Boom. This is something you gotta eat, bro. You told. Even though you didn't tell, like, even though you didn't say names, you told.
Right. I talked to him a couple of times, because I'm not a fake person either. You feel me? Regardless of what my opinion was, again, like I said, that man got to live with that. What I told him was, you came back into battle rap and you didn't realize that people do these things as far as interviews and chopping shit up or whatever. When I talked to him that day about 3:00, when I finally got home, I told him, don't do no more interviews. Nigga, get the paperwork. He's like, people don't want to hear my side of the story. I said, no, they don't want to hear your side of the story.
Because when he speaks, he stumbles and it's making it seem like he's making this up as it goes. And it's like, bro, you was there. It's not that. Okay, look, true story. This happened with me and my friends. Now, one of my homeboys, he might still be watching right now. He in the comments on YouTube. Shout out to him. But we was involved in some shit back in 2004. When all of us got jammed up, nobody said nothing. So what the judge tried to do to make us talk, she basically separated all of us and had the guards basically make it seem like, oh, we let that one go, we let that one go, we let that one go. And none of us was still saying something until we end up in the drunk tank the next day, and we was all looking at each other like, nigga, they said that you let her. But then we turned around and as we got to talking, we was like, okay, nobody said nothing, so we still had to go in front of the judge regardless. The thing is, and Delonte is right, under those circumstances, you can't fold. Because regardless if you're not a hood person or not, you got involved in some hood shit. So now people are going to look at you, regardless if you say this is your first time, regardless if you say your mama never told you not to say nothing or any of that. People going to be like, well, nigga, you should have been on that other side of the street. You should have been just riding the straight arrow since you're not built like this. But for some reason, you decided to get involved in this, and now you looking shaky. Do I think it's going?
Yeah,
I don't want to say. Go ahead.
I'm definitely a civilian.
I was gonna read a comment. Go ahead.
I'm definitely a civilian. I don't know nothing about the streets. I'm so glad I don't, bro. Like I'm like today's climate in battle rap and just as in society, I'm happy to be a quote unquote square. Like I just rather just be one of the niggas that's out the way. Because I can't imagine being in this situation, bro. Like
Blade Brown fooling, man. He fooling. He said he can't PG step out of this shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
Danny makes a really good point. She says that he did what was best for him, even though she wouldn't have done it, but he did what was best for him. Now, again, this man is 27 today, and his 19-year-old self did what, and not even that, Danny. He did what his mama told him to do. His mama said,
we gotta also remember that his mama told him. And his mama probably was cussing his ass out while she was saying that shit too.
Probably so. Like I said, and nobody, like, you give a good example because I got jammed up. I got inadvertently added into some shit that was federal and military dealings, and that's some other shit.
Yeah, you see him is different, bro. Different, bro.
Listen, they came and raided baby's house, and I just so happened to have spent the night over that bitch house because I wasn't gonna drive back to Tacoma at the time, and they came and raided that broad's house. And I got caught up in now. Don't get me wrong. I knew that they was into some stuff. I just and nothing. My mother had just passed not too long ago, so I was sitting on some money. I didn't, what they were into. I didn't have to be into. But I will say this was before identity theft became this big thing. These broads had a whole thing going on. They came in there and was like, well, yeah, they said you mastermind. Who? What? They said, who? I didn't hear you correctly. So long story short, I'm not going down for nobody bullshit. You know what I mean? And no, I didn't have to snitch because at the end of the day, the broads had stolen checks out of my vehicle and out of my room, because this is how cool I was with them. I had a roommate at the time that let these broads in my house. And from my understanding, I remember the day like it was yesterday. My roommate called and was like, such and such is here. And I'm like, don't let her in the house. But she was kind of scary. And the girl was a bit intimidating. And she's like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. Broad, you done passed 7-Eleven, 3 restaurants. Why you didn't go to the bathroom there? And I'm telling my roommate, it's down the street, but she wasn't going to do that. So she let her in the house. She was like, oh yeah, I was just up the road, whatever. Long story short, the bathroom is across the street, or across from my room. She goes in my room. I come home for lunch. I know, how you kind of know how you leave things, and and where these particular checks were, you can't just come in my room and see them. So I had this hamper in my closet. The stuff was thrown everywhere. Checks was gone. So I was asked why you didn't report them stolen. I don't know why. I don't know why. You know what I mean? But I didn't. So it got me caught up. I had to do writing samples or whatever. I never said, oh, they asked me, well, did you know this? And no, I don't know none of that. I don't be with them like that. I live here, they live there. Well, why were you out here? We went to the fucking club.
Right.
Well, they said that you a goddamn lie. My dad is a different dude. My dad got involved, and my dad was like, listen, because they was talking about doing lie detectors and all this and that and the third. And my dad was like, if she ain't doing no motherfucking lie detector, and if she didn't do nothing, you're not gonna keep harassing her. Leave her the fuck alone. Otherwise, we filing a suit, and that's gonna be that on that. So I that right there was enough for me to be like, I don't want to be. I've been around street dudes, and I've never had any fear with them like I had fear with that. And I just say at 19, I wouldn't have. I can't. I don't know. I can't really say what I would have done because I don't know what they said to him. I know that cat and mouse game they try to play, but I was innocent. I hadn't did nothing, so it was just like, okay, I'll let them.
Okay, so before we wrap this up, the final question is this: and this is everybody can answer, can Adi Boom come back from this?
No, not in this game. Hell no.
Like
you know what? I would have said yes. Hold on. Go ahead, Wayne. Go ahead.
You go.
I would have said yes, but when DNA backed out of that battle and put that statement out that under circumstances he can't. We talking about DNA. This dude don't have a street bone in his body, and he will tell you all he is about the bars and being the best battler he can be. But when DNA says he don't want nothing to do with this, I don't. And who? Wait, because Boone's supposed to have somebody else coming up, right?
He was supposed to, but
I've seen 2 battles get dubbed for him. That one from that card, and his point from Battle Academy got dubbed. So,
hold on. Bro, come on now. You've known me for years. There is no excuses. See, when y'all don't like what somebody has to say, y'all feel like it's an excuse. It's not an excuse. We speaking about our individual decisions. At 19 years old, bro, you can't see. That's a statement. That's the type of stuff. And I love you to death because we talk on a personal level. But don't generalize here. Because
I can speak for me. No. I'm gonna let you go. I'm just saying I can speak for me. At 19, I was running around doing some dumb shit. And at 19, my brother was running around doing some dumb shit. But I also know some niggas at 19 that was squares.
And at 19, I wasn't yet a mother, but I was in school. And I'm sorry, y'all know, I come from the suburbs. I did do stupid shit for different reasons, but it wasn't at 19. To be quite honest, at 19, I was a lot more wiser than a lot of people. And that situation that I referred to came after that. But ultimately, no, I was around much older people a lot in my life. And so when they got in trouble, I learned from they shit. So I can't say at 19, you're not grown. So you're still going through life. You know what I mean? So I get kind of where he's going with that. That's just not an excuse. We just telling you from, where we were. But at 19, like you said, yeah, some kids, I won't say most, some kids are smelling themselves and you're getting involved with people, you're learning people. He made that decision to take his ass out there knowing he wasn't, and what happened.
Blade, I'm not messing with you right now, bro. I'm not messing with you right now, Blade.
You know what?
Blade, I am not messing with you right now, bro. Yo, Blade is on one, man. I am not messing with you today, man.
Now, shout out to Brooklyn Ash, our sister Brooklyn Ash. Now that's where I was going with. My answer to that was she did all the weirdo shit that battlers are doing. all these, and this is not nobody taking shots. I'm not taking shots at nobody. I'm telling the God honest truth. If y'all have watched the show or been if y'all follow the show for a while, you'll see I did a couple of episodes on battle rap culture, battle rap game culture. Coming from California, there's certain things that we don't do over the age of 19. Matter of fact. So what she's saying is when you got grown ass gangbangers, you got niggas' cars getting shot up, you got guns in venues, and fake gangsters and all this different shit. And I know that's not this. I don't feel like his career is over. I feel like he may not get a top tier, but I feel like he may, Adi ain't never just really been the gangster rapper though. So I feel like he can go to King of the Dot. He can go to smaller leagues and still battle. We not gonna. Are y'all seriously gonna say that?
No, I would say okay. I get what you're saying. Okay. So as far as I will say this, wherever his career was planning on going, it's been hellily derailed. It's been derailed badly. It's been derailed badly. Could he still possibly get booked for battles? I'm pretty sure he possibly would get booked for battles. But the one thing that he would have to understand is from here on out, everybody he battle is going to bring this shit up. And he's going to be, this is going to be a punching bag. This is going to be almost like, remember when they kept bringing up the old Red St. Louis story? And like Hitman had his version, Calico had his version, Big T had his version. I mean, it was one time Casita said he even had a version, but he was like, he ain't want to do it. And I'm like, so it may be something like that. I mean, again, remember, Sirius Jones got swung on by Math, and we had to constantly hear that shit for years upon years until Sirius Jones finally fought Math. Now, will he ever get booked on URL? I highly doubt it, because, fans will probably be like, URL, we boycotting that shit if y'all book Adi Boom. Would he ever get booked back on RBE again? I don't know, because who knows the relationship ARP and Adi Boom has outside of battle rap. But you're right. King of the Dot will probably take him. One of these smaller leagues will probably take him or whatever.
Hold up. I wasn't saying it as a diss. I'm just saying there are other options. Delonte, that's why I had him losing the battle, even before I really looked at the severity of this, because like I said, he rapped about jail bars for three rounds. I knew he was gonna do that. At this point, now you just got to be creative, because he did come back on a decline, and not for nothing. I actually told him, I don't know why I felt like that, and y'all, I mean, he'll never, nobody wants to talk to him anyway right now, but I had told him, because he was worried about the DNA battle. And I was like, bro, you might want to cancel that battle. And he was just like, well, no. Why would you do the battle and you know what DNA say to you? That's kind of stupid.
Let the DNA said no. That, like, to me, that's what made me say, yo, this dude's career is possibly over. Because DNA said no. DNA will step in at the last minute for anybody. And for DNA to say no, hey, yeah, man, you did enough for DNA not to respect you. Like, I'm sorry. But okay, let's get off of this. Hold on.
We're not gonna do that DNA slander either. But speaking of DNA and NWX, hell, it was beneficial, because we now have a new member, the NWX. Well, a couple
Two new members. Hold
on. No, you have one. Because if y'all thought for a second that 59 hours meant any goddamn thing, all of y'all crazy. When Twerk said he was NWX, I don't believe he ever stopped being NWX. I don't.
I got nothing. Okay,
but look. Okay, so if y'all are under a rock,
shout out to DME Detroit. You mean, listen, I was going to hit you up and ask you if you want to come on this show today too, because I needed your insight. I needed to hear you today because I saw your blog. He just said, for again, I'm sorry, y'all. The I'm sorry. For those just now tuning in, I have been sick for the last week, so y'all gonna get this. But check it out. He actually, yeah. For those who can't see Facebook comments, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, there's different comments that come up on the screen. And so y'all coming in so fast right now that I can't really get to everybody's comment. But anyway, he said NWX just became trash. Why, DME? Why?
You know why? DME greatest nemesis is a member of NWX. Hey man, you can make a comic book out of DME and Twerk, dog, for real. Like they
Right.
that's Batman and Joker right there, for real.
Shout out Tay Watts on Facebook. And you know what, guys, if you read the comments, make sure you say where they are. But shout out Tay Watts on Facebook. Tay Watts said if Adi would have shown his paperwork, it would have been it was good. It would have been a good it would have been good for he could still battle. But here's the thing, Tay. When this came out, though, it was in the battle. And so he was still in Atlanta. He wouldn't have been able to get the paperwork. Now, I can tell you.
Man, that nigga could have found the Kinkos. I'm sorry. Hey, look, I had to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't even know if Kinko's is still around.
It's now FedEx office, and that's funny that you said that because I was telling somebody about Kinko's, and he was like, Kinko's, okay, you either not from here or you just real old school. And I was like, why you said that? He said, you do realize that Kinko's is now FedEx office. And I'm like, shit, Kinko's FedEx office, my nigga, you know what I'm talking about. Like, come on. But anyway, when I talked to him, that's kind of what his thing was. He did say that he did not know where the paperwork was. He said, you know, this was when I was 19. He was like, you know, since that time, I've been, you know, in the halfway house, so he didn't have it. He was like,
right.
but I can get it, and it takes some time. From my understanding, it can take up to 30 to 60 days for him to get it.
That nigga BK got that shit in 5 minutes flat.
But that
nigga went to the library, probably used his daughter's library card, like, I gotta run off some copies. You know them shit's like 10 cents a copy? Came in that bitch with 50 cents. No, wait, because he had a lot of copies. He came in there with $1.25, random copies off.
Yeah, now you know what? Let's get out of that. Let's get back to this because that, yeah, DME, you all listen, bro. I really hold on. You know what? I'm about to send you this link because you're on the path that I was about to go. Because not only I seen a post today. I don't know if it was from today, but it got sent to me today. Shout out to my brother Sicko. It got sent to me today that Gluezy also said that he fucks with them is his brothers.
Yeah,
but as far as being a
but as far as Goonies, yeah, there's no more Goonies. Okay, here's my hot take on this. I think this will be beneficial for all parties involved, and I'm gonna tell you why. This is going to give Ryder, Gluezy, who else did they leave? Was it who was the other person that they left behind? It was Ryder, Gluezy, and it was somebody else. To me, I feel like Luke Castro. Thank you.
And
to me, it's going to give them. It's going to give them. Oh, I forgot C3 was a goon.
Nigga, it's still more members, but go ahead.
Okay, it's go. Look, this is my hot take. Damn it! It's going to leave. It's going to basically give these guys the opportunity to stand up on their own now. Because hold on, wait. Let me finish. The reason why I say it's going to be beneficial because now we can see what Ryder can do. We can see what Gluezy can do. Gluezy was a rising star before he joined the Goonies, and then after he joined, it was like he took a couple of steps back.
And Ryder was caved, but he wasn't caved. So And he was
So,
still
so to me, that's where it's going to benefit them. Now, where it's going to benefit drugs and twerk, DNA, because DNA is about money.
Yeah.
DNA is going to want to make sure that these dudes is like spitting their rounds, making sure they shit is prepared, sure they shit is to snare. I'm not saying DNA gonna be writing they shit, but I'm saying DNA is gonna be making sure that they own their shit. Like K Sean said, when he first got with DNA, he said, man, by the time he looked up, he was getting money hand over fist with DNA. DNA like, yo, we got to battle here. Yo, we got to go here. Yo, we got to go there. Yo, we got to go. He was like, DNA works.
If y'all recall, what happened was that started with them when they did the 2-on-2s.
Yep.
Remember when they went to Queen in the Ring and did 2-on-2s, and then from there and then of course the ESPN thing or whatever. But remember, Ray, I don't know, Ray, if you were on the show yet by then, but I said that people felt okay that Twerk is turning his back on NWX. No, that
everybody said that. No, everybody said, because they was like, yo, this was like Chris Paul at the time when Chris Paul was about to join Kobe at the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
And the fans the battle rap fans vetoed that shit because they got mad as hell. Even other groups had got mad that Twerk joined NWX. Like, no, nigga, y'all can't have a new dude. Y'all is going crazy. I'm like,
Sicko says, you saying that this is a team effort. He said that's fucking terrible.
But I mean,
okay, you just answered your own question. Artist development. URL ain't giving them development. They got too many niggas over there anyway. That's just it.
This is basically going to be artist development for drugs in New Jersey twerk. And if now somebody else had left a comment saying that the other members probably join other groups, they probably ain't gonna want to walk this path by themselves. So I mean, if they do join other groups, then what are you gonna do? Because you're gonna have to do something. Okay, here's a better way to put it. You're gonna have to Lil Wayne the next group you join. When Juvenile left, when Turk got locked up, when Manny Fresh left, when BG got locked up and left and all of that, Lil Wayne had to take the hem of Cash Money and run with that bitch. So let's hypothetically say, if this person that I can't remember who left the comment, if this person is right and Ryder and all of them joined another group, let's hypothetically say Ryder joined Dot Mob. My nigga, you gonna have to Lil Wayne that bitch.
Ryder don't.
You gonna have to Lil Wayne that motherfucker and take that shit to the next level. Because if you join another group, you go basically be in the same spot that you were.
Here's the thing: Ryder doesn't have to. Louise doesn't have to. Mac Mel don't even have to.
Yeah, you do. That nigga's dead.
Hold up. Let me tell you why. Listen to me. Because Mac Mel was actually doing other things. He had a whole league. I don't know if y'all know
Sauce Battle League. I saw it. Yeah.
But that was Bloody Knuckles' league that he handed down to him. So he had other stuff that he could have been doing.
Who did he get that league from?
Bloody Knuckles.
Really?
He took over. Mac Mel took over Bloody Knuckles shit. Yeah. So he really, he really didn't have to. What Lux on fire?
Oh, because Lux said Norv said though without seeing Cass first.
We ain't doing it. Not today, Danny. We ain't doing it. Listen, the devil is a lie. Let's move on.
But to me, my thing is this, because this is starting to become the NBA. So I need a list of every person that's a member of every group, who got traded, who got sent down to the G League, who is free agent, who is coming up, who's doing a sign and trade. I need a list of everything. I need to know who's going where, what jersey they're going to be wearing, and so on and so forth. Now, the only person I know that's happy out of all of this is Anwar. Anwar is the happiest motherfucker on the damn planet. That drugs and twerk is NWX. We know this all for a fact. But for me and my sanity, I need to know who is who. Because old school me is saying this, and I'm going to be honest. We can joke and we can laugh about it. This shit is taking away potential battles.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
This shit, the people are literally running to these groups to stay away from battles. I mean, let's be honest. Everybody just joined. Like, to me, in the beginning, NWX made sense because Big T had battled both DNA and K-Shine, and K-Shine had already battled DNA. That's why NWX had made sense to me in the beginning. They had already battled each other before they had grouped up.
Yeah.
But it's like now all of these people are sitting up here joining these labels, and it's like, I said labels. They're joining these groups or whatever.
Shit, yeah.
Man, in a minute, it's about to be chain day at one of these URL events. They're going to be like, yeah, man, after battling,
that's exactly what the fuck we said. That's exactly what the fuck we said when Ab joined Cave Gang. We ain't even
bad
as shit.
I think I was the only nigga like vocally expressing anger when Cave on Ab joined Cave Gang initially. I was just like, well, there goes like 8 battles.
Yo, Blade Brown is in the comments wilding. He says twerk slams Norbs and got a raise.
Listen, bruh, tell you something. Let's get into this shit. We're gonna have to come back because boy, Danny got my goddamn. Listen, you got my.
Okay, look, fuck it. Look, we was waiting for Malone to get on, but let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just gonna say this. He without sin cast the first. Without sin, let he without sin cast the first stone.
So stuff like that is the reason. Stuff like that is the reason that my man Ray got a problem with religion. I guarantee it.
Hey, E, me and you got to talk about that on some one-on-one shit.
Bro, I know, because that kind of stuff pissed me off. That kind of stuff.
Hold on. I couldn't even get it out. See, Jesus was not going to allow me to get that shit out. And I mean, get that stuff out. Father, I'm sorry. But let me tell you something. Norbs. First and foremost, don't do that. Don't start quoting scripture.
Out of context, by the way.
I quoted him the way he said it.
No, I'm just saying he quoted it out of context. He did.
Thank you.
I know.
Now let's get into it.
Okay. Go ahead.
This is terrible.
Right. Shout out to Killer Chef. He definitely should have consulted Saga before he decided to quote that scripture, and actually went to the book that it came from, so that he could have got that right first and foremost. Okay, and I think I'm qualified because nothing. I found Jesus, and I still have him. I was VP on the usher board. I did my part. I made all services. You know what I mean? Like, I've been there. I'm joking right now, but when Ray put that in the group and I went to that last night, I could have threw my phone. Like, don't play like that.
Yeah. Hey man, look, I heard that shit. I left my comment on Twitter. I put it in the group and took my ass to bed. Like, no, for real.
On the hell with gasoline draws on. Don't do that. Seriously.
Okay.
And then you didn't even say what you did.
No, he didn't. He ran down his accolades. In the beginning. People know me. I put on for people. I do work.
Shout out to my sister Ange. I let her hear it.
He do work.
And like that justifies you doing wickedness. Like, nigga, what?
Okay, so look.
He said, I put on for the culture and this and that. What the fuck do that mean?
Nothing.
He do work. When Lux was saying you go get this work, Lux was saying I do work.
The hardest thing that I had to do was
take that ass whooping.
about this. Now, here's the other thing to that. Let twerk say it, tell it. You and your wife were swinging. Your wife wanted the whole little thing. So what was you? I mean, unless you was telling her unless you were admitting that with some men that invite other people into the bedroom, that he was trying to pursue her outside of him and his wife. Unless you were admitting to that, but let twerk tell it. They was trying to get down anyway. What DME? Don't you start today?
Listen, he said, listen to Norb's podcast with Cry Me in the River in the background. It's perfect.
No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. I wasn't even thinking Cry Me a River. I was sitting up here. He made me think of, like, I had Bill Clinton in the back of my mind saying I did not have relations with that woman. Like, that's what I was thinking.
Yo, speaking of Bill Clinton, that nigga hot as hell. He said he was fucking Monica Lewinsky because of his anxiety.
That is true. That is that, like CNN. I was just like,
yo, hey, all right, but for real, okay, I just wanted to say that part. But look, so this was my initial, honestly, this was my initial thought. First of all, you and Jazz the Rapper were both instrumental in bringing New Jersey twerk to the masses.
That's a fact.
You know what?
Wait, hold on. Let me finish. Like, okay, y'all was both instrumental in bringing New Jersey twerk to the masses. So New Jersey twerk had a different love and respect for you. For you to went that far and did anything, that shit is crushing. And I'm surprised. Like New Jersey twerk said, I didn't go that hard on him because that was somebody I loved and respected and I still had love for. You know, my nigga, you was wrong. And ain't no scripture you can quote, ain't nothing you can talk about. You know, he without sin cast the first stone. Let me tell you something. I got five knuckleheads I've been running with. For almost 20 years. We've been friends since Swamp Thing toys and cardboard wrestling belts that we was making. And me and none of my comrades ever did that shit to each other. Ever. Have I sinned before? Hell yeah. But the shit you did was wrong as hell, bro. Was wrong. Now, everybody had asked me, I ain't gonna say everybody, it was a couple people that asked me, like, yo, let's be how do you feel about twerk getting in trouble with the URL, them coming down on him at the end? And a lot of people said twerk shouldn't have got in trouble. My thing is this: as a business, behind the scenes, Caffeine probably could have told URL or asked URL, what are y'all going to do about this?
Well, that's what they said
we seen twerk wild out at events before. We seen twerk get into it with people, all of this other kind of stuff at events before. So Caffeine probably came to URL and said, okay, what are y'all going to do about this? Because again, I don't know if this is true, but the rumor was when he beat up Norbs, it was at one of Caffeine's facilities. It was a facility that they own. So that's that. Now, me personally, my thing is this. If Norbs bought into URL or they have a contract or something, this just me. If I'm smacking bees, yo, let me buy you out your contract and send you on your way, bro. Let me go ahead and do that. Because you doing way too much. And this is something you shouldn't have did. Because you wasn't thinking about your wife and kids when you decided to do it. So don't all of a sudden say that you were thinking about your wife and kids now. And it was hard for you to explain this to her. No. You weren't thinking about the Bible. So don't start quoting shit to me. I'm not even trying to hear that shit. Because I'm one of those people like, yo, when you did it, you weren't thinking about none of this other kind of stuff. And you had no more opportunities to stop it. You had no more opportunities to sit back and say, you know what, man, I'm wilding out right now. I need to chill the fuck out and go ahead on about my motherfucking business. But You decided to go ahead and egg the shit on.
Is
And then you got
Wing
pieced up for it.
Is Wing stealing my hold my hand? That's
No,
my
I
move.
was waiting.
Y'all can't
I
do
was
that.
I was putting my hand up and literally saying, "Hey, when you done, I want in." Because you know, I am the person that flips the bars. So I'm gonna take it and do a whole nother scheme with it. Okay, Danny, that's what I heard too. That they took his second half. First off, I don't feel like they suspended him and took his second half because of the North shit. I really don't. I feel like they took his second half and suspended him after he lost to Geechee, and we're gonna get to that in a minute. But that's just my now.
Hot take.
Yeah.
Oh, we ain't got a whole nother scheme with it. Go ahead.
Here's my thing, okay? Because although I did feel very, very, very bad for that situation, and I completely understand where Twerk came from. Like I said, me and old boy ain't even cool, but I can be empathetic to what and sympathize with that when you're dealing with somebody that you are that cool with. However, I'm gonna say this: karma is a bitch. Number one, and number two, on both ends, karma is a bitch. And number two, let's not sit here and act like we dealing with the most morale, value-driven characters in battle rap, okay? Because everybody on up to the top to the bottom is doing or has been involved with some other shit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So let's not sit here and act like we dealing with niggas that's from the convent and you know what I mean? Like, no, we're not gonna sit here and act like that. These dudes lead by example in a lot of ways. Okay, number one. Number two, although it was wrong, there's not even a contract to really be able to say what he did was unprofessional and it was disloyal to somebody who you were cool with. But that's something that is you take outside the business. And it entered into the business because Twerk was like, fuck that. It's on site whenever I see this man. He couldn't hold it back, and I wouldn't have expected him to. Because
but Wing, you even though you say you're not a street woman, you know when it's on, it's on. No matter where the fuck you see that person at, it's on.
Right. I'm not taking.
I'm the same way. When it's on, it's on. No matter where I see you at. You could be walking. You could be walking out of church with your grandmother. She could be a bona fide cuddle lady. If me and you got beef, I'm swinging on your ass, man. Because of whatever it is you did that you violated.
What up, Miss Pearly? I need to speak to your grandson for a second. Right. You can go in the car or you can watch. It really don't matter.
Miss Pearly,
look, hold on. Ann just wilding out in the comments. She said, but let's be serious. Who really trying to give cheeks to Norbs, though?
Well,
I ain't gonna front, bro. I've seen some gorgeous women with some hideous baby fathers. I'm just gonna put that out there.
And not for nothing, and he done got cheek. I mean, some of them ain't the best, but he done got cheek from battle rap girls. It's not even you and I have had a conversation.
Is he paying them? Is he offering them battles? Did he say, yeah, girl, I can put you on the main stage?
Either way, he's getting them.
If this person can further my career, you got some of these girls that's gonna do that. But that's just the world. That ain't, you know what I mean? That's just the world. Hell, pimping would not be a thing. Pimping would not be a thing if people didn't think that they could get something out of it. I mean, come on now. He ain't no trick. He got no trick. He not. He can tell you that I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do that. And
hey, Delonte, me and Wing had one-on-one comments. Yeah, man, she ain't fooling me either. She ain't fooling me either.
No,
she ain't fooling me either, Delonte. I know what's up. Me and Wing done had one-on-one comments. Wing, yeah, Wing. I know, Wing. She a sea god.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I am a bona fide Christian. Y'all don't even understand.
No, you the
Listen,
other sea god.
I've been trying to
You that big sea. Ron Nitty be throwing in their face.
What are you talking about? That is not me. I am from the suburbs of Northern California. I don't still do those things. I'm very polite and I love all people.
DME, I'm done. I'm not reading no more comments after what DME said. He said, wait till the Me Too movement come to battle rap. I'm done. I'm done.
Right.
I'm done. I had to put the buffs back on for that.
Oh, Lord Jesus. He said, is Norbs using URL to get at? Listen, he probably wasn't getting asked before then, but when people see people of status and that can further their careers, you just never know. You just never know. You got this happens in corporate sectors all the time. Let's not act like it don't. My job before we became United Healthcare, we had this, I used to call that man the tan man. This man had a whole mistress in the office and a wife at home. Was flying. He was rarely at home. His wife didn't even live in Memphis. He had his wife living somewhere else. The mistress lived in Memphis, but anytime he went on company trips, unless it was with the big wigs, his wife was there for appearances. His mistress was there to have fun, and he never hid the shit. He did not.
Wait, wait, y'all called him the tan man. Was he tan?
He was. I called him the tan man because he was. That man was like an orange color. He's worse than Trump. He was this thin little white man that looked like wore a cleaver, a skinny ass wore a cleaver, and he back it up. The camera's right. It's on. What's up? Losing what? Yes, ma'am. I'm doing a show. Yeah. Bye-bye. Sorry. Mommy duty. Yeah. But at the end of the day, yes, the man had his mistress there. He basically, and the wife was there for appearances when you were around all the, CEOs of the bigger corporations. So, people do things for advancements. You have a lot of fraternization in the military, and goddamn well you can't fraternize, but people do things when it comes to people of stature. This person can get me on. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get on.
Yeah, I done seen military stories for your behind. I done seen people go home pregnant and they was not pregnant before they got there. So when they have to describe that situation to their husband.
And when you overseas, you ain't even supposed to be. Yeah, you do a whole physical before they send your ass to the Middle East.
Super Sicko. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like he should be suspended as well, but me, like I said, I'll take it a step further. And that's just me as a businessman. If I'm smacking bees, if it was a contract signed that made him a partner, I'd have been like, "Yo, we go ahead and buy you out your contract and send you on your way, bro." So.
Snack King Cole said Norbs fucked up double dates for me. Man, listen. Listen. When Twerk said that shit, I started sitting here looking like, you know what? I will never. I stopped doing that shit a long time ago, though, because you just got to know how people are. But like I said, back on Twerk's side, I empathize because everybody and their daddy knew that boy had the love that he had for his kid's mom. Like that was something that he did not hide, that he displayed all the time. So to sit there and pull that shit, you like I said, niggas was like, oh, y'all jacking it. The fight wasn't this. I was telling somebody on Twitter, y'all niggas don't understand. I did strength training. That nigga didn't even bend at the knees when he picked Norb's ass and his little legs dangling and was like, Do y'all know how much strength it takes? That nigga did not bend at the, you're supposed to be, man, listen.
Man, like I told y'all, man, that shit was like when Lex Luger signed Slam Yokozuna, Like Twerk became an American hero right after that shit. Like Lex Luger was the American hero after he slammed Yokozuna. Yep, that was Twerk. Nigga became an
It was
American
like
hero.
the grill. Somebody was like, you didn't learn after the grill, bruh. And I remember that grill situation. It was like at the end of the day, I forgot. I think his name was Gunna.
D Gunna, yeah.
He didn't have no business popping shit to that boy like that, and then turn around and you did the same. Did y'all notice that if you saw the grill situation, he did the exact same thing that he did in the grill situation that he did when he was getting Peter rolled by Twerk. Don't sit here and be like, what I do. Nigga, you know goddamn well what you did. You called that man after you trying to FaceTime his baby mama. You know what you did.
Yeah, that ain't it, bro. Yeah, that ain't it. No, sir.
And then came up missing and gonna make a statement to the press. Like you, boy, anyway. And then gonna try to use God's words in vain. You better stop playing with Jesus.
Yeah, that was
Seriously.
not the way. Because Jesus most definitely told that story. But that story was told of Jesus to understand that if Jesus isn't going to cast you out for being sinful, then none of these people have the audacity to do it. So, yeah.
Oh, you was there in Louisiana with the grill. You was in Norbs was in shot. Yes, Norb sat there and was like, "But what I do, nigga? Why you keep asking what you do?"
Man, Norbs got punched over that grill, man, because he took the last damn turkey burger. That's why he got swung on over that grill.
I think it was because he actually he released that battle. I know.
It was something about a battle he had released that he wasn't supposed to release or some shit like
Illinois, that. Yeah, Illinois got that dude up out of here. But yeah, that was crazy.
At this point, man.
All right, next subject. Oh, go ahead. Closing word.
No. To close it out. I mean, like I've been saying over and over again, we can make all the jokes we want, but as a businessman, and if I feel like, especially like this caffeine thing was a big deal, despite the fact that the first event ended badly with Glitchgate and all of that. But my thing is this: you got now a lot more people looking at you. Do people understand? They had commercials at the for the Wilder Fury fight. They had commercials. They shit was being showed at the bottom of Fox on Fox when people was watching like
billboards,
Undisputed and stuff. They had billboards. Man, look, like I said, to be real, if I'm Smacker Beast, yo, I know we've been rocking for a long time. If this was a contract that we agreed on, let me buy you out and send you on your way. If it was a handshake, yo, get the fuck on, man. We ain't got nothing else to talk about, bro. Because you about to fuck up some money for us.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You about to mess up some money for us. No. You're not about to make look. And you see Smacker Bees keep saying, we trying to make it the Madison Square Garden. We trying to do this. We trying to do that. Dog, they trying to sit up there and take battle rap to the next heights, man. And you doing something like, yeah, you gotta go. I don't care how many battlers you done found, who you done put on or whatever this. You gotta go, man. You gotta go.
I ain't gonna front. If they need new talent scouts, I'm your boy. You know what I'm saying? I get it done. You
morally based talent scouts. There you go. Right. Sicko, it wasn't, he played with Gunna's money. Right. He played with his money. That's why that happened. Right. Delonte's stupid. Delonte said Norbs is a done deal. That story is burnt. He said Norbs got crucified. I don't know why he quoted the Bible. Listen. Okay, we're gonna close that out, but that shit had me hot when that man, that was the last thing. He without sin, let him cast the first. I said, what?
Yeah, he would have had to see me, bro. Like, yeah.
My whole face. When you said you had not heard it, I was waiting for you to actually speak on that.
I'm probably not gonna watch it because I'm gonna just get mad.
But see, here's the thing: I almost didn't put it in the group last night. Like because I was getting in bed and I seen that he had posted something on his page. No, actually, let me go back. Shout out to Fat Boy. Damn, I'm wild. He actually was going off. That's what I saw. I saw his thing, and he was going off or whatever. Like he had a long ass post, and I'm like, damn, hold on, what the hell? I'm like, what the hell? Damn, I'm wild talking about. And then that's when I went on the Orb's page and saw it, and then I just clicked on it, and after I listened to it, the first thing that popped in my head was like, okay, we quoting Bibles, we quoting Bible now, like this is what we doing. So I took it and I wasn't gonna put it in the group, but I said, you know what? No, Wing need to see this, and I was like, E needs to see this. I didn't care who else saw it. I just wanted Wing and E to see it, and I posted it in the group. And then everybody started going off. Even Malone started going off, and I was like, man, I'm taking my ass to bed. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, because I was in the middle of doing a puzzle with my wife, so we was doing date time. So I was like, yeah, I'm about to get this later. But then I saw Bible in all caps. And I was like, hold up, you know what? Let me not get distracted. Right. We still got like 100 pieces left on
the I was at work. So I'm sitting here like no, we're not. That touched me in my spirit for real.
Yeah.
But moving forward, okay.
Timberland TV, that's a good question. I'm not sure about that. Oh, go ahead and read it out, Wayne.
Yeah, he said he doesn't know the details of the caffeine deal. He said, did URL basically sell away the pay-per-view live stream right to caffeine? Rights to caffeine. I don't think that they sold it away. I believe they own Watch Battle TV or Watch Battle Live. I believe they own that. But what I think that they did was basically not necessarily sell it, but basically came over there and just came into a contractual agreement that they would stream there. And I'm pretty sure it's some type of viewage stream type deal, you know, as far as much content as they put out. It's exactly what they did.
because again, the first event. Yeah, the first event was supposed to be like a taste, like, oh, we're going to give you all a taste of things to come. And then the future events that was going to be on caffeine, they wouldn't go air the whole event. They was going to air the first 3 or 4 battles, and then you had to wait to get the rest of the battles on the app. That's what the original game plan was. I'm pretty sure the next event they do on caffeine, they'll probably going to be fully free to make up for Glitchgate. So, you know, who knows? But that is a good question because they could have sold their streaming and pay-per-view rights, but at the same time, it could have just ain't no telling what the deal consists of because, like they said, the biggest thing they wanted to.
Yeah, that would have been stupid for them to do that. And not for nothing, it's a multi-year deal. So it's not even something that, you know what I mean? I don't think that they sold anything. I think that they're just under a contractual agreement to just basically stream there. If everything goes well, hell, they make something different. But I don't think they sold anything. But you know, even with this, let's get into. Let's move closer to these. I guess we can kind of talk about the stream. I don't want to get into the battles yet because I don't even think we done with current events. We got a few more current events.
7 days is crazy.
Here's my thing with the caffeine situation. I know we've talked about this too as a group and how we kind of looked at, you know, I forgot who that was telling me that, you know, caffeine wasn't ready for this, but this is a huge gaming site type streaming deal, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they when they from what I understand, when they was created, it was basically to be, you know, the Coca-Cola to Twitch's Pepsi.
Okay.
So it was originally for gaming, and then they went to entertainment and gaming because Offset, he has a show on there, a TV show on there. Yeah. Then they went to sports.
The game is also on there too. It has a podcast, has a little thing on there too.
And then they went to sports. What's her name? Oh, Joy Taylor fan self. She got a show on there.
Oh my
Shout
Lord.
out,
You've
shout
been
out to
talking
Joy
about this
Taylor.
coming.
I know she
Here's my
ain't gonna watch this, but still, shout out to Joy Taylor.
here's my thing about that, because
What's going on, Joy?
I just feel like it really scuffs my Timbs that this stream was so horrible, because it was just like, I know when y'all went into the boardroom to really even try to get this going, there had to be some type of analytics that y'all did. These people have 1 million subscribers.
Yeah,
You feel me? Like, how
but you
did
know
you
what?
not know?
But and this is just this is the shoot URL a little bit of bail. They have 1 million subscribers on YouTube, but then they probably looked at when the app dropped and how many subscribers they had on the app. Because from what I'm hearing, all of the millions that they got on YouTube didn't transfer over to the app.
Oh, of course.
Only like they
when
got a decent amount of number that people that bought into the app, but they didn't get the full million. So chances are, Caffeine probably looked at what was then and then what they have now, and probably was like, we can work with this.
But here's the thing. I get where you're coming from. I do. It's a difference when it's something that's paid and it's something that's free. YouTube
Big
is
facts.
free. If
Big
they look
facts.
at the million of views, when they look at the millions of views that battlers are getting in months, a lot of these battlers are getting in a month 500,000 views, depending on who they are. 1 million views with 3 months. That shows you right there the power of what they can be. When hey, this is free, that's what you're supposed to do. My second point to that is, y'all remember when Alki David did the event on his network?
Yeah.
That shit was crystal clear. I just feel like, I mean, I guess for me, it's just kind of like, I hope the next time is good. You can make up for this. I don't know. I don't really.
I think they will.
Into this caffeine shit no more.
I like, to me, and don't get me wrong, even though I did go off, like I went off the last show, I'm willing to give a second shot, because let's be real. You had a big company, and I forgot, somebody reminded me of this. You had a big company like Netflix that had shut down when they dropped the first season of Luke Cage, because a lot of black households couldn't wait for that Luke Cage to drop. And when Luke Cage dropped, Netflix had crashed. Netflix crashed. A lot of people forgot that. So I'm willing to shoot Caffeine some bail because they didn't know. But I think they know now, and I think the next time when URL throw a live event on Caffeine, I think Caffeine to be more prepared for it.
I don't know. They just left a bad taste in my mouth. They really just left a bad taste in my mouth. I guess, and that's why I brought up the Alki David, because they just, right. That's the point. They stream millions live with no glitches.
You know what? Super Sicko could be right. Super Sicko could be right. But from what I heard, when it started showing clear towards the end, it's because they was taking data or whatever you call it from their other shows or their other streaming things and was putting it over there, because at the end because URL was just running it up. Now, do I think that their URL was on their own? I'm not sure about that, because of course before Smack was introduced, it was the little white chick standing at the door with the Caffeine jacket on or whatever. So Caffeine was there, but I mean, I don't know. That's just like my opinion on it. Like, I wish I was behind the scenes to know exactly the breakdown of it, but I do know they said that they were taking, when the battle started showing a lot better towards the end of the event, because they were taking from what's the name, because they didn't expect for what was going to happen. And then even when Smack and Bees did the interview with Uncle Rod, they was like, Caffeine had never seen those kind of numbers before. The numbers that URL had brought to that event.
That's crazy. But it
And it
was
was like
crazy.
the numbers, like Smack and Bees didn't say the exact numbers because even Smack said, Bees, I'm gonna let you tell it because when I tell it, people saying that I'm bragging. And Bees was like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Caffeine never seen these numbers. We fucked up the website.
I mean, at
we
the end
basically
of the
crashed the
day,
website with all intents and purposes.
we love free. We love free. And it's not even the fact that they may not have seen those numbers. They may have not seen those numbers in that amount of time. Because
Yeah,
even with their app, when you go on the
yeah,
app to try to watch a battle that first drops, I get kicked out the app every time.
It's hella
yeah,
choppy too. If you can stay in
Right.
there, it's
Um,
hella choppy.
Timberland TV makes a very good point because he said, yeah, they probably underestimated due to the fact of the stream being on for a certain time frame or around a certain time
yeah.
frame versus a period of time. I agree with that too. Like I said, I don't know. I'm not saying that they can't make this better. Feel like I just feel like I don't know. Let me ask y'all this too. And Sicko says it did help that some of the battles were trash.
Facts,
Ooh,
facts, Sicko.
right.
Super facts. Hey, let's be honest.
I'm not
RB,
anticipating it.
hey, let's be honest. RBE is up too.
I'm gonna keep it
I
real.
am going
RBE is up too.
that. We got to get to that, y'all. We got to talk about how y'all be pitting RBE and URL against each other. Like, let me tell y'all, the experience in that building, and I'm gonna keep shouting out ASAP Man because that was a super move that you pulled there. That network is, and you know what, Smack? I'm sorry, but bruh, that shit was when Smack had introduced the Goonies, and the first thing he said was, "Shout out to my brother ASAP Man," and I'm looking around like, where Ace at?
That's almost
And
like
I'm looking over like Ace
when
over there.
Smack said that K Shine was from Queens, and they had to correct him like, nigga, I'm from Harlem. And Smack was like, Harlem, Harlem in the building. I'm drunk as hell. Like,
I'm gonna keep it real, bro. And I hope nobody that's important sees this. That on Twitter or whatever. But my nigga Smack is like not him or just him, should I say? But that league's hospitality is absolute ass, bro. Like it just is what it is. We look forward to URL based on the battlers and the talent they have over there. But when they come to like the everything else, every league got them beat. All events start on time. You don't go to anybody else's events for the most part and say, hey, they started late. Gates of the Garden got like 86 battles on 2-day cards, my niggas, and they still get out at a decent time. Smack, we outside waiting. We outside waiting. Then we get inside. The battlers don't know what he at, and they only got no control over the league. The best part about Smack is him doing the smrr at the introduction of the event. After that, if it was
wait, hold on. You forgot the other part.
Back and chill.
God DeMarco.
I'm just gonna be completely
bang.
Man, we need
I don't need to see like at these events. I don't need to see Smack at the events. Like he's not the nigga I'm coming to see. And nigga, if it was just you, I wouldn't care. Like I'm here to see you. The niggas that you don't understand who are on the league, the niggas who have battled that you don't know. Yeah, man, I want to see Chef Trez versus Ryder. Nigga, your battle happened on your league 2.5 years ago, bro. Keep up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just be like, bruh, Smack, bruh.
Oh, this is hold on, this is either darkness.
No, I'm just being honest. I mean, bro, I've been to like I've been to every event that's been in my region. I've been to them. And it's like I'm not mad at the fact that they getting Battlerap in a higher light because Smack is the godfather of it. I'm not taking his legacy from him at all.
But I just think that, but for us, even with Battlerap media, Battlerap fans, I will say because I forget. Malone has forgotten on here a few times. Battlerap has accelerated so much so that we are watching battles, and once we finish that battle, another battle done dropped, and you forget.
Yeah, I'm guilty.
You forget.
You know what? And you know what? And I'm gonna say this what it stems from. And it's funny that you said that because I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast and they was talking about that with hip hop music. No, they was talking about that with music. Period. They was like, you ever just listen to a good album and because music comes out so fast, you forget how good that album was because you're on to the next thing. And Joe Budden was like, shit, I had to go back and listen to the Game album to remember that album was pretty fucking good. He was like,
The
not that
first
I
one?
forgot about it, but because so
Yeah.
much happens, so much music drops, I'm on to the next thing so fast. And that's the same thing with battles. The battles is not sitting with us like it used to because we gotta watch this, we gotta watch that, we gotta watch that.
It's
Like,
called technology, and honestly, the name of
yep,
the game is streaming. Streaming changed
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Everything.
Streaming
Zeke,
did.
we about
Streaming
to get
did.
that question. Zeke, we about to get to your question in just a second. Brother Malone, go ahead and introduce yourself, sir. I guess I kind of already did that.
All
You
right,
relate to the game.
breakdown crew was good. Was good, familiar. Oh no, I was at work. I'm just tapping in real quick before this Suns game start. It's 1-1-1. I just want to acknowledge that your boy Mad TV Malone, Battlerap culture, mi familia. Mm-hmm. Avocado gang.
Shout out
Mm.
to Jimmy for Miller. He said the RBE low key, their event was better than URL's.
It was. All right, let's just keep it
Yeah,
a buck.
RBE is up too. RBE is up too in my opinion right now.
You know, I'm
Bro,
gonna
let
say
me
more
tell
for the fact that
I am so sorry. Shout out to, and I should have done that first. We got into everything else, but shout out to Summer. He knows who he is. Listen, this is a dude who went to his first battle rap event was RBE. He watches battle rap, knows the history like the back of his hand. I was, I was very honored to be able to talk to this brother because I like people who know the history. And I'm talking to him. I'm walking up with me and Shy walking up to the face-offs, RBE face-offs, and Show Off is right there. He's like, "Oh, what's up, sis?" So I'm, giving Show Off a hug, and oh boy, you know how people do. I'm sorry, that fucking camera adds 10 pounds on you, but I'm sorry, I was feeling myself. Mama was thicker than a stick at yeah.
hold on. Let's talk about certain said thickness. Now, I seen comments in the YouTube. I seen comments. Niggas are shooting they shot in them comments.
Yeah,
I seen them.
they I mean, they
Said
was
you was up-
shooting.
They
They
said
was
you
like
was up there
Steph
looking
Curry.
like
They was like Steph Curry on the first night back. 3.
yeah.
Hey,
They said
Wing,
you look like snapback gumbo.
Wing
You
had
know
the
what?
wing could get winged. Remember that comment? When niggas said Wing could get winged. She was on
Yeah.
half the time.
Hey, they was loving you, Wayne. They was loving you.
I'm not
They
even
was loving
listen.
you.
I'm not even gonna lie.
That was,
Like I said, I didn't realize it was you. I looked and I was like, yo, who was that? And then I was like, oh no, nah,
look,
can't be doing that, fam. That's shit. Shit.
because I was listen. We didn't realize that it was so much going on in Atlanta. I mean, I stayed in College Park. Most of the time I go, I stay in College Park. I'm usually in an Airbnb in College Park unless I do Buckhead. And I do Buckhead every so often. It's beautiful out there, by the way. So if I can find something in my price range, I'll do Buckhead. But most of the time I'm in East Point or College Park. Music Room is right down the road. So what would normally take us 10 minutes to the music room took us an hour and a half. Traffic was that bad. Normally Atlanta traffic is bad, but traffic, they had a certain street blocked off, so you couldn't go. That was the main street to go where we needed to go. So we had to go up, around, about, and over. And even on the streets, the traffic was bad. Shout out to Lawrence, because Lawrence called me at the last minute, which was technically not the last minute, but because of this traffic, Lawrence hits me up and was like, "Wait, need you to host." Excuse me?
Bad.
So
Hey.
me and Shy had the address. We on our way. And whatever. So when I get there, the window is down or whatever. Because remember, like I told you, it was pretty nice. So the window is down and my hair is flying. So I'm like, oh Lord. So then when we park, we gotta walk a goddamn country mile to get to the damn venue. Like y'all don't even understand all the shit we had to go through just to get down the street because you couldn't even park on the street. Normally we park right across the street from you. That shit was so inconvenient. Like I said,
Dedication, man. Dedication.
business that I'm doing RBE now, so it's just before, but now it's more official. So I was just like, I kind of needed to be there at the beginning of the event. So we were able to get there in time for Blue Cocaine. We came right in the second round of KT and Floss. But I was able to do my thing. So yeah, I was just like, oh my God, my hair was flying everywhere. I didn't just want to grab my brush out my back pocket and start brushing. I'm like, man, that shit was fucked up. But anyway, rewinding back.
Yo,
They still wanted you.
Have any of you
They
guys
still wanted you.
I want to say shout out Chicago, shout out Guerrilla Warfare, shout out to Diablo. Welcome home. I definitely need to see her versus Blue Cocaine. I need to see that. Yeah, I need to see that.
Diablo Cocaine. We're gonna talk about that in a minute too. We
got a lot of stuff.
I understand. Man. And then on either it depends on when the crew can all get together. Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. We are going to do a part 2 of this show because I got to go to work tonight too. And if y'all, whatever. But anyway, again, I want to shout out to Summer because this was the dude that when I walked up on to give us Show Off a hug, and Show Off was introducing me. The dude was like, "Oh no, I know who she is," and I'm like, "Huh?" I'm thinking, okay, I know.
When was it her bag?
You and me. What's up, Yoshi?
Shut up. Like,
hey.
I'm like, I know that I'm thinking, you know me from my past, not my present. And he was like, oh no, I watch y'all every time y'all come on. And I'm like, what? Huh? He know all of y'all and everything. So I was just like, wow, okay.
Shout out to him. Shout out to you, sir.
Yeah, shout out,
man. Appreciate that.
He was at the event. Like I said, we were all at the face-offs. Polo Charron, they did Charron so bad. He, like I said, the battle rap events he wasn't accustomed to. This was his first battle rap event.
Oh, for real?
To be that weekend. So he's at the Charron comes in, and Charron is he was like, yeah, the white boy is cool, but he ain't all that. The other white boy, Ron, like rocked him. And I was like, no, he didn't. And so Charron comes in. Now, I know y'all saw Charron and Oops, right? Yeah. Like Charron and Oops is back and forth. Okay.
Yeah, I saw it.
So old boy says to Charron, he's like, nah, you good, but you ain't that good. Like you in the black sector, like you ain't got it like that. Charron's face was kind of like he put his head down and everything. I was like,
the black sector. Wow, the black sector. I know you heard that one. Ray.
Yo,
I felt bad.
I would have came off rather coonish. I would have came off rather of a coonish. Right. Like, you got Mr. Charron here messed up, my good sir. I don't know if you've been up to date, but
I heard that battle was like in their top 10 classics. Like I heard that was one.
Yeah.
I tried to have Charron's back. Duel was not, but listen, that's what just kind of going into Jimmy's comment. I made that man a believer. Charron and Trez, if y'all didn't get that pay-per-view, y'all better get that pay-per-view. Charron and Trez was a beautifully constructed battle.
ARP gonna say that one for last. I think he probably gonna drop that one last. Everybody is demanding to see that battle. He's gonna drop that one last.
He should.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He should. It'd be smart. It would be smart.
He got listen. That now I don't know if y'all saw and Big Cannon. They did 4 rounds.
Yeah, they did the same thing.
Yeah.
No, this was nothing like that. This 4 rounds, y'all gonna be so this was the essence of battle rap.
I
This
love
right
that.
here was the essence of battle rap. This right here, like Charron was switching up styles, like that shit was crazy. Remember when he was on Malone? Remember when he was on the show and you brought up the three of them things and he had that big ass smile on his face?
Yeah, I said I know he got something in his bag. We smelled it. We smelled it.
A whole setup for that.
We too
He
cold.
had a whole setup for that. He was fired. All of the battles were good. Of course, with the Big K and Adi Boom, I think that sucked the life out the room. So, you know what I mean? And I think that I will say having that many battles, period, though, is a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot.
It's really a lot. It was wonderful, but it was a lot. And you know what I mean? I could go without it. It definitely was that battle. That battle is a classic, and that battle, K may have the body of the century, but Trez and them, I don't see nothing beating that this year. I'm a go out on a limb early this year, and I'm gonna say I don't see nothing beating that.
Hold on, E. Did I just hear what I thought I heard? Did she just say that we came out of court the body of the year?
No, century.
No, she said century.
Century. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's even worse.
Century is
Century?
defined as 100 years, so that's pretty impressive.
So pretty much we gonna die. We gonna die. Our kids gonna have kids. They gonna die. And then their kids gonna have kids that have kids. They gonna die. It's gonna live on for 100 years. So, yeah.
You didn't hear what I said. This is each one teach one. Your ass, because I know I'm gonna be teaching mine. Listen, you gotta keep your background clean. Because as technology shows us and social media continues to KO niggas, we tell people all the time. Stop doing shit. The internet is the GOAT. Stop it.
Yo, the internet is undefeated, my nigga. It's undefeated.
No, actually, the internet has one loss.
What's that? Give me one. What is it?
The internet has one loss.
What is it?
Patriots, Falcons, Super Bowl.
Oh,
the whole
28-3.
The whole internet was clowning the fuck out of Tom Brady. They was clowning the fuck out of Tom Brady all the way up until that fourth quarter in that overtime. Tom Brady is the only person to defeat the internet. Tom Brady is the only person to defeat the internet because the internet was going in on Tom Brady for those first 3 quarters into that fourth and that overtime.
Yo, it's so real for them first 3 quarters. They already had Jordan memes with the Patriots Scully hat on.
That's what I'm saying. The internet was killing Brady and the Patriots, dog. Was killing them boys.
Let's get into something else real quick because these battle rap current affairs go long.
Shout out to Yoshi. She listening right now. Shout out to Yoshi.
Yeah, shout out to Yoshi. Yo,
Yoshi.
Salute to y'all. I'm about to start. I'm about to get in and do my thing. Son.
Me and you gonna have a conversation, mama. But anyway, I'm playing.
Before I leave, I want to throw a monkey wrench. And I know that you're going to talk about this, but I'm about to get off the show because I'm about to start working. Salute to you guys. Have a very great rest of the show. But drugs and twerk are NWX now. I'm out.
Yes, they are.
No Atlanta slander, man. No Atlanta slander, man. I'm not even gonna do that. But the internet is no longer undefeated. They got one loss under their record, and that's at the hands of Tom Brady. But
Jarvis said Jarvis said Falcon fans will never get over that game.
Oh no.
He said he heard 2 snitch. You're gonna hear that. Unfortunately, you're gonna hear that. And like I said, Jimmy, you came at the end, or you can't. We talked about all of that already. Like I said on this show, I really wasn't trying to get into innocence or whatever. So, they're gonna talk. I mean, it's current affairs, so people are gonna do that. But Yeah, Jarvis, he said that. Oh, what it do? Show off, nigga. Show off, nigga. Listen, let me ask y'all. Show off's return. If you watch the battle, show off's return.
Okay, so like I didn't get a chance to watch the battle, but what I heard was he did great. A lot of people said it was refreshing to see that he was back. I saw a lot of people say that they hope he battles again. You know, and to me, I feel like this as an MC. Sometimes it's good to take those breaks, man. Sometimes you be needing those breaks, and you know, even though he called it a retirement, sometimes you need those breaks to recharge that battery, man, and feel like you can get back in there and do your thing.
Yeah, that's a fact. I agree.
I
You
don't
know, so
never. Well, and here's the thing to kind of piggyback off of what Zeke said as far as battle rap needs new stars, and then bro Sicko said the game is saturated. Speaking about Mac Myron and Show Off, this is why this event for me, and not just because Show Off is here. You know, we just talked about this. This event was so great because these are people. So people been wanting Show Off back for so long. He didn't fucking disappoint.
I
It's
mean,
like Show Off never. It's like he left and he didn't skip a beat when he came back.
like I'm gonna say this, like I haven't seen all of the battles yet, you know, but it's crazy that I'm looking, and even though we did just get uh the next You Are Real app event card. Is it crazy that I'm looking forward to the next RBE event versus the next big best the next big
Not at
URL
all.
event? Is it crazy that
Not
I'm
at all.
like I'm literally looking to see what ARP is about to do next?
I'm
Like I'm
literally
really
listen,
like, okay, what are you about to
and
what
that's
are you
why
about to drop next,
now.
ARP?
But see, now I'm gonna piggyback off of what Show Off was that bringing up that battle. Now I'm intrigued when we talk about King of RBE, and then he starts to kind of put that narrative out there as far as all the bodies of work that all of them have had. Show Off has now come back and showed the nigga I never left. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
Now it's like RBE. If y'all don't, I need Show Off to be on the next card, and I need to see him against this person or that person. Like this is what battle rap is, and you know what I mean. Where we were talking about, we tired of battle rap, we tired of seeing the same people, whatever the case may be. You get excited for this shit again. Mac Myron and Mac. Now I can't take anything from Mac Myron, but like bro, Sicko just said, his second round was fucking lead. That's what
You
Show
know
Off
what?
does.
You
And
know
when
what's
you see it, it's
crazy
like, bruh,
is you know what's crazy
go
when it
ahead.
comes to battle rap now, people from now on need to look forward to the second and the third rounds now. Cause you get them god level third rounds from your Geechee Gottis and so on and so forth. You get your second rounds from the show off. So remember what Mike P had did with Danny Myers in the second round or whatever. Like the only time that you can ever think about getting a god level first round is when you think of a Hitman Holla. But it's like now to me that's what made battles like battle rap so dope. And that's the one thing, even when I said, sometimes you need to take time off to recharge your battery, I believe without a shadow of a doubt, Show Off never stopped writing. Because if you love something so much, you never stop writing. George St. Pierre
Right.
probably ain't in the UFC fighting all the time, but ain't no way in hell he ain't staying out the gym and ain't sparring with nobody or ain't rolling with nobody or anything like that, and keeping himself ready for whenever he
Yeah.
feel the need to make that return. So,
And some of y'all can't. Oh, I was gonna
no,
say
but
some of y'all
go ahead,
can't
go ahead.
see Show Off's comments because, like I said, we're the way we YouTubers can't see and vice versa. So on Facebook, Show Off and our friends on Facebook, he basically said he never stopped watching or writing battle rap. or writing rhymes, in other words. And then he, I think I just showed y'all the last comment, or the first second to the last one. He said that you can't quit something that you love. He said in his absence taught him that. And of course, I have his last comment on the screen.
Big facts.
Right.
Big facts,
and,
man. Big facts.
And he said that Mac Myron was his best and toughest competitor he's ever faced. I wish
Mac Myron is one of them dudes. Look, people need to stop playing. Look, I understand y'all might say I'm Michigan biased because I'm from Michigan, but people need to stop playing with Mac. People really need to stop playing with Mac. Mac beat Mac. Mac have stepped up over the years, man. Mac is. Look.
Do you remember him in Ill Will's battle? Do you remember that battle years ago on Mike Murderous?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Enough said. Fun fact, go to Mike Murderous TV. You can find that on YouTube. Check that battle out. Jimmy made a very good point. He said that Mac Myron, that's one of them battles too. We haven't really got into it. So, like I said, it's so much to talk about. And unfortunately, with me being sick all week, we couldn't get to it. So we're gonna get as much today.
I would have watched it. Wing, I would have watched it had I not did Glitchgate. But I said, wait, we breakdown crew, we need to be talking about all the battles. So while Wing and Shy go be at the RBE event, I'm gonna be home watching Glitchgate. I didn't expect it to be Glitchgate, but I got glitched. So I missed a dope fire card from RBE because I didn't get it.
And I hate that because we have to talk about these things as a family. Goddamn, this is an event that I needed y'all to be able to feel. I needed y'all to feel this in your spirit from the TV, watching in TV land. Because being in front of that shit, I wish I was on stage, but I had to sit. The knees was knocking. I had to sit my ass down. But anyway. You could feel the energy from where I was sitting when Mac Myron and Show Off was battling. Like he said, like Jimmy said, they pushed each other's pin. I mean, that was a battle that I said, you know what? I gotta watch on cam. I gotta go back and watch on cam because I'm damn near losing my voice from back there screaming.
To me, it always comes down to, I think when opponents see each other, and maybe this is how I used to see my opponents when I was fighting. Yo, this is somebody I need to not play with. So I need to make sure that everything I'm doing for my preparation, how I'm eating, how I'm sleeping, how I'm training, how I'm sparring is going to get me to make sure I get over on him. Because if he lacks one of these, I want to make sure I didn't lack it so I can get over that hump. But to me, 9 times out of 10, when they probably gave Show Off Mac name, Shaw probably was like, man, I'm going to have to pull everything I can out, to make sure that I kill this kid because this kid going to be coming to kill me. So.
And then this is my return.
Yep.
And this is Mac's debut. So it's like, that in my opinion, they both had different things that they knew that they had to show up with. You know what I mean? Especially, I mean, nobody doubts the return of Show Off at all. I feel like he passed, and I don't feel like that's gas at all by saying that. I feel like he passed the expectation. And like you said, am I looking with the app event? I like the names, I like what I saw. But am I ready to be in the building? Fuck the pay-per-view. Am I ready to be in the next RBE event? Absolutely.
I have not been to a live event in years. I'm putting a long S behind that. I need to start back going to live events, man. I haven't been to a live event in a long time. I forgot how them shits feel.
And because of the setting, listen, music room, like speculated. Well, ARP's not gonna have nobody there and all this different shit. Let me tell y'all that crowd, and I know what they say about the Atlanta crowd, but at the end of the day, that crowd that was there, they can't
use that excuse no more, Wayne.
If you weren't already, they cannot.
They can't use that excuse no more. Because you cannot say
They
that
cannot.
Atlanta. You cannot say that Atlanta. Atlanta was not filling the battles, or the Atlanta crowd fucked up the battles when you had two of the top three leagues at the same time putting on the same stuff, and both one crowd was live, the other crowd wasn't. You can't blame that on the city no more. You can't say that the crowd was trash. You can't say that. It would sometimes you just gotta look yourself in the mirror and say it's the material that people was spitting, it's the performance that people was giving, and so on and so forth.
These
So-
are the facts. Sinbad mean, you know what I'm saying?
Zeke makes a great statement. He said, yo, I really appreciate battle rap, but I want the battlers to appreciate it the same. I agree.
They appreciated the same, and Zeke, I'm gonna say this, they appreciated the same when they wasn't getting paid. When they was just rapping to try to get a record deal. Back in the day, they were rapping to try to get a record deal. They wasn't making no money off of this. So they didn't appreciate it. Man, look, people know I talk about Joe Budden all the time because I listen to his music. It's this one song that he said that, like, the more we get things or the more something is given to us, the more we don't care for it. When it's taken from us, we want it more. Because he was like, sometimes I wish I was broke so I could go back to these rap ciphers in the streets to show these niggas I'm a lot nicer. It's like the more that something is given to you, it's like, oh, okay, I could play with it from time to time. I could play with it from time to time, because, it's my job or whatever. But
Sicko, let me ask you this, because I think I know why. I think I know why that is, but let me ask you this. He will be on 2 cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he has 2 different battles that he has to fulfill.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So I do get that, even though he was suspended and his back end was taken, allegedly.
I don't think his suspension is going to start until after he knock out these 2 battles.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. I think that, and that's only because those battles more than likely had already been paid for.
Yep.
Right. Already booked and already paid for. And this goes back to, when folks are ducking battles or dropping off on battles, you know what I mean? That's not fair to the battler. When these battles were already previously booked, they wrote and all of that. So, I think that that's probably what that's about. So I'm not gonna rake them over the coals about it.
But hold on, because I heard this battle that JC had with Loso is why he backed out versus So Severe.
What?
That wasn't surprising.
He was supposed to battle. He was supposed to battle So Severe. What was it? Yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And they said he backed out of the battle. He backed out, and I think it's because of this battle he got with Loso next weekend is why he backed out. DMVP said 360 deals is something he got to deal with. But to me, like, okay, you have that situation. I keep thinking that URL is either A, offering JC more money, or B, they telling him, yo, we got Lux or Surf or Verb lined up next. Just go ahead, don't do this battle. We got them lined up for you next. Because think about it. We've seen JC take battles. Remember, JC took 3 battles in 2 weeks last year and won all 3 of them. So we've seen JC do this. For him to start backing out of battles now, I don't know. Look, man, can we go ahead and run down this app event, man?
We've seen him do this. We have seen him do this, but we also have seen him fail miserably doing this. You can't keep losing battles and then turn around and think that you're getting a Lux and a Surf. This may be speculation. this may be speculation of what's going on, but at the same time, we've seen when he's done these runs that he don't really fare very well when in doing these runs. We've seen that shit.
You know what? You could be right. He could be like, let me go ahead and just take a battle at a time, so people can't say, well, you lost this one, you lost that one, and so on and so forth. So I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But okay, so
shout out to DMVP. The real MVP is what he thinks. But Ray is the red hoodie MVP up here. I think y'all need to battle the name, but I'm gonna leave that there. Nah, I'm just playing.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, can we talk about this app event, man?
Yes, because I got gripes. I ain't gonna hold you. I like the car. I like the car. I like the car.
But wait,
okay, so for those who don't have the app, go ahead.
Okay, last current event. Let's talk about this shit with with Swamp and T-Top. Real quick.
That nigga T-Top blocked. Now look, I'm laughing because I've never seen T-Top block anybody. So you had to be really getting on his nerves to the point that he was like, I'm about to just block this thing. But let's be honest also. T-Top will go on his Twitter and he would take shots at Swamp. We all know you talking about Swamp, but he would take shots at Swamp and not expect for Swamp to respond. And when Swamp get to responding, this nigga T-Top be like, oh, this nigga just fuck. This nigga always trying to stalk me. This nigga always wants some. No, man, you taking shots at this brother. You can't.
You be doing it too. That's a fact.
Yeah, dog, that nigga block Swamp, dog.
Now, let me ask this, because before we get into this app thing, Swamp is the homie. That's little bro.
Mm-hmm.
But Swamp, because I know you be pulling up sometimes, and you probably will come back and listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
My nigga, I did not realize that you had 2 battles back to back.
Yeah.
Although him and Rock is a 1-rounder,
mm-hmm,
and him and Twerk are 3.
Mm-hmm.
You just lost to King Crash in 1 round.
Yeah, they said the one-legged man won.
I have qualms. Riggs Ben needed that push. We're gonna get to that. But I just had to put that out there. I appreciate his enthusiasm and his motivation to try and continue to hone his craft and move himself up the ladder. But you can't be out here, and this is no diss to King Crash because he actually is very talented. But you're in a place where your name is, that stock is rising fairly quickly. I don't want to be sitting up here talking to him like he's ASAP Man in this next month, because you bit off more than you can chew. And right now, these are 2 names. And then you lose these battles, you can't come back and be thinking that you're getting T-Top. I think you said that earlier, right?
Yeah, I said, because here's the thing. As long as Swamp is not doing what, like when it came out that he didn't do well versus King Crash, the first thing T-Top did was talked about it on Twitter. As long as Swamp is doing good, T-Top don't have nothing to say. So let's hypothetically say, because it is rumored that they said the Rocket Swamp battle probably won't happen. But let's hypothetically say that Rocket Swamp happened, and he fares well versus Tay-Rock. And then Swamp and Twerk happen, and he fares well versus Twerk. Then guess what? Fans is about to be on T-Top head. My nigga, you might as well stop running. Get this man a battle. Get this man a battle, because he fared well against 2 guys that a lot of fans will put above you or over you. So you're gonna have to go ahead and see this kid. But if he fares well versus If he fares well versus Twerk, but don't do well versus Tay-Rock, T-Rock is gonna run with that narrative that yo, you didn't do well versus Tay-Rock, so no, I'm not gonna battle you. I don't care what you did with Twerk. I don't care what the fans are saying. You didn't do well with Rock. That's all that matters. See, if this is the only time where battle rappers, and I hate this, this is the only time where battle rappers will use small leagues to make their point. Remember, it don't count nowhere else when they don't want it to count against them. But when they don't want to battle somebody, oh, they'll most definitely use the small league to their benefit. And that's just being honest.
These are the facts.
Okay, so it's a lot of comments saying that. Well, Sicko now.
Sarah go have Corvinus virus that day. The coronavirus. I said Corvinus.
I was told something in regard to Swamp, like the whole tranny thing, talking to the tranny. From my understanding, the tranny's supposed to be there. I'm hearing that the dudes that, now again, I don't know how truthful this is, but I'm hearing that the dudes that the stuff happened with supposed to be there. There's still a lot going on that I could see these situations occurring and that battle possibly not happening. I could. And not off the fact that neither one of them are there and don't do the battle, the elements around his circumstances may not. If that tranny show up, Rock loses anyway, so we ain't even got to worry about talking about if Rock loses or not. I mean, come on now. Shit. If the tranny show up and the tranny homegirl show up, it's over. So it will behoove Rock. I'm just saying. So he may want to rethink that. But again, back on a serious note, yes, DMVP is crazy. You crazy. He may want to have Corona just for that very reason. I'm just saying.
Shout out DMVP.
Listen, they have vaccines for that, so you know what, 7 to 10 days you'll be good, but you may want to fake that or something. But anyway, yeah, let's get into this app card.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
We got Mr. Wavy versus Rich Dollars.
Lord
Drugs versus Riggs.
What we not gonna do is go over this card like you didn't just say, Mr.
No,
Wavy.
I'm naming them all first.
We ain't even gonna do that. We have to discuss these matters.
We can discuss them. I'm just gonna name them off real quick and then go back and say, okay, cause Brother E said he had some qualms, so I was gonna just name off the card real quick for the people that ain't got the app, and then we was gonna go ahead and talk about it.
He may not be at what's giving him qualms just yet, so we gotta go slowly. But go ahead.
Okay,
I'm gonna let you.
Mr. Wavy versus Rich Dollars. Let's talk about it. We got the return of Rich Dollars from Purgatory.
Danny, you crazy.
From Battlerap Purgatory, Rich Dollars is back. Somebody had left a comment and said, damn, URL had demoted Mr. Wavy all the way to Rich Dollars. I saw that comment on Twitter. Now, okay, I'm going to say this. This is my only beef with this particular battle. It should have been Rich Dollars versus Prep because Rich Dollars and Prep was supposed to happen, and Rich Dollars and Prep had a storyline. This battle don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out Prep because at Supernova, I heard you had a bar that you freestyled about Oops' sister talking through your rounds. Shout out to you, sir. Shout out to you. Anyway, yeah, I was gonna play that audio, but we'll do that. I'll share it on my page or whatever, and probably take YouTube or something. But yeah, let's shout out Capo and yeah, Danny, you crazy. But yeah, Trina, stay home, mama. Stay home, please. Trina Turner pulling up on Rock like, eat the cake, Adam. You know what? I'm not doing this with y'all. Eat the cake. Eat the cake. I don't want to think about the cake being eaten. Okay.
Dog, Alex said this is the battle. Alex said this is the battle of the upper room.
That's what everybody's saying. That ain't just him.
But
You know
okay,
what?
so do y'all two want to give a prediction on this battle?
I'll just give my thoughts on it.
Go ahead.
My whole situation with Mr. Wavy has been my situation with his whole career. Wavy is talented. He has it factor, but he has more dry spots than anything else in his material. Period.
Not stilettos.
I will give him this though. A lot of people say John killed him, but he showed glimpses of some fire in that battle on Summer Madness 5. So,
Yeah, he did show glimpses of some fire.
Like, he was wigging at certain parts. I was like, yo, this might be a good battle until John started rapping.
And Rich Dollar did the same.
I mean, yeah, he showed glimpses. I mean, John still put a bullet in the back of his head, but he showed glimpses of fight.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah, we ain't taking that from John either. So I mean, but it's
yeah. By the way, you motherfuckers, y'all is not about to rewrite history. John the Don beat Chess. I don't want to see no more comments about some this shit debatable. Get the fuck out of here trying to rewrite history. John cleaned that boy up. John, I know. Y'all don't like John, but I'm sorry. John fucking y'all friends up. He fucking up y'all favorite battle rappers. Let that shit the fuck go and deal with it. Well, hold on. What was it that when you was little and you used to beat your cousin in the game? What was it your mama used to say? Well, if you want them to stop making fun of you, beat them. Okay, if y'all tired of John, win. But we not about to rewrite no damn history. Talking about some that battle with Chess was debatable. John beat the shit out of that damn boy. He exercised that demon that nigga was trying to burp up.
Woo! You know what, Ray?
You got a point though.
You have a point. Well, I wasn't ready for that. But I would agree. There's no debate there. Can we get back to the card though?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So and Rich Dollars. I'm really. I want to see what he's gonna do because we haven't seen Rich Dollars since Young Ill. Oh, Jim. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, Jim's was the last time I remember.
And he was supposed to battle Prep, but Prep was late to the event Ascension because he couldn't quote unquote find what he wanted to wear. All right, bet, nigga.
Why the nigga go to Aldo's? That nigga was promoting Aldo's versus what's why he go to Aldo's?
So I'm just kind of wondering what Rich is gonna do because it's kind of like it hasn't evolved extremely a lot since Rich's absence, but it has. This quality of content and what these cats is capable of doing. So
question for both of y'all because we've seen people that sit for a while and they come back pretty good. No, let me rephrase the question. We've seen battle rappers sit for a while and they come back okay. We also seen artists that come back for a while and come back trash. Where do y'all feel Rich Dollars will fall at?
I'm gonna say Rich Dollars gonna be all right. Just all right though. That's just me.
Damn, Chess.
I was eating, man. Leave me alone.
He got beat.
You know what? Hey, good point, Zeke. Good point, Zeke. Because Zeke said it seemed like now the goal is to win the face-off and get your money.
Well,
Chess was talking fly as hell in the face-off.
Rosenberg tried that and got beat.
Shit, Rosenberg had a good face-off though. But anyway, go ahead, Wayne. Mr. Wavy or Rich Dollars?
He got beat.
I still ain't watched that battle. I don't plan on it either, so I'm just take Wayne word for it. I'm just completely honest with you on that.
I rest my hand.
Okay.
And this was when Jim's was still a butthole.
Daylight took his whole soul.
Daylight. That's Daylight though.
Don't forget it.
Bus stop
Don't
Daylight.
forget he went to Detroit. Don't forget he went to
Daylight
Detroit.
can beat a lot of niggas. We not finna do that. Like, I didn't even know who Daylight was until that battle, and I was just like, I bet.
The first time I heard we jumping off segment, but the first time I heard Daylight is when he fucked Speed Dollars up at Arsenal first event. That was the first time I heard Daylight when he beat the shit out of Speed Dollar. That was the first time I heard of Daylight when he beat the shit out of Speed Dollar. Hey, occasionally I still go back to watch that battle just to see Daylight go. But anyway, okay.
Nemesis, stop sending me stuff.
I don't have a. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a winner. I don't have a winner. I don't. Okay, Drugs versus Riggs. Let's go ahead and go get into it. We got Drugs and Riggs. Riggs is getting a push. Drugs is now NWX now. Are we expecting to see some more cleaner and crisper punches from Drugs now that he's joined NWX?
I'm gonna need if I don't at least get the Drugs at Battle Pyrex, the battle we talked about the last time we talked about Drugs being better. If I don't even at least get that, Riggs gonna 30 him.
Listen, Riggs gonna talk to Drugs the way Geechee talked to Twerk.
Damn.
Geechee talked to Twerk whole life and future lives in that second round. I definitely got Riggs with the 30, bro. Riggs is sitting on. Y'all know he been sitting.
Yeah, a long time.
Did not see. Y'all didn't see. See, you know what, Norbs? That's why your ass got Peter Road in the first place. See, sitting up here hiding that footage from us with that damn Jada Nightwing battle.
I saw that while it was happening live, though. So I mean, you know,
y'all didn't see what Riggs did to Jada Nightwing.
I did. I saw it. I still got the link, but you know,
I was there. I was there.
Yeah, he got him clean up out of here.
I was there, and y'all didn't see. Who else did they hide? Who else did they hide? Listen, all I'm gonna say.
Riggs gonna get Drugs out of here. I'm just saying. I love Drugs, but
that's all I can say. Fuck it. That's all I can say. I was trying to say something nice. I was trying to really say something. I can't.
I mean, Riggs.
It's not that Drugs has not shown that he can rap, but Riggs is a different dude.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? Riggs is really and truly battle tested, and he was battle tested early. You got to be witty, and I'm not saying that he can't be that, but I just don't think that he'll be able to really do that.
Yeah.
Danny, you cried when Geechee talked to him. Girl, I sat here and held my whole mouth like my face was cracking on the ground. Man, when Geechee talked to that man. I know Twerk felt that shit in his spirit. I really do. Man, listen.
I'm taking Riggs 2-1. I'm taking Riggs 2-1.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna give Drugs around for real?
No. Yeah, I'm gonna give Drugs around because he NWX now. And I know DNA and them gonna be like,
I can't even
DNA and them gonna be like, no, you can give me something better than that. You can give me something better than that.
I can't even do that.
Go ahead and embrace that. Go ahead.
I can't even do that because just off structure alone, Drugs is kind of I know he doesn't freestyle his material, but it comes off rather freestyle-ish as far as structure. While Riggs is creating a body of work to get you the hell up out of here.
Man, listen. The shit he about to say with that boy's name. Man, listen. Oh, I forgot about that. We're going to get to him when we get through this app card. We
okay.
We forgot about
why
that.
isn't quick sidebar we can talk about later, but why the hell is my boy Kid Chaos on this card? But we're not going to talk about that, are we?
I don't know what they've been doing with Kid Chaos.
Then
I
he
know
literally
they
had
said
the
I
best
know Kid Chaos
performance.
battled last night, and they said he did his thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they're doing with Kid Chaos. I don't. He should most definitely be on this card.
Yeah.
To
All I'm gonna
me, I
say is
like
they better do
Kid
what they
Chaos
need to
should have been on
do.
this card. Fonz should have been on this card.
Yeah.
Like
All I'm gonna
you
say is
got
they better.
you got PGs that graduated. What are you doing with them?
All I'm gonna say is they better do what they need to do with these young fellas. Because if they don't, it's free game. That's all I'm gonna say. Because these
Yeah.
are people who are very talented, and I have been blessed to be put in a certain position. And you goddamn well, I'm about to steal from the cookie jar. I don't give a fuck. Because these are guys that just don't need to be sitting. Fuck all that.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Bro,
Yeah.
Kid
Don't need to
Chaos
be.
is literally the most talented nigga in that class.
Yeah.
Period. As far just everything as a complete package, I'm not saying he's the best already, but he has potential to be a freaking megastar, bro. Like he is
That's the
incredible.
point. They don't have to be ready just right now. They
Oh, yeah,
need to be
I'm
leveling
all
up. They absolutely need
Hey,
to be leveling up.
real talk, Lux. Like URL sell the person, not the
Yep.
bars. And I've been saying that for the longest. I even said that about the Genesis card when everybody was saying that the Genesis card was better than the RBE card on paper. I said because y'all are looking at the names of the cards. Y'all are looking at the names on each card and saying, well, based on the names, this card looks better than this card, or this card is going to be better. But it didn't turn out that way because everything is not done on paper. Everything looks good on paper. The 2004 Lakers look good on paper until they ran into the Pistons.
DMB, we said that earlier, but you are absolutely right. It's so many battlers, but you're tired of seeing the same faces. They're going to continue to recycle the same faces because they're not leveling up the people that they should. Let me ask y'all this.
But not only that they're not leveling them up, but you only got a handful of us that are saying we need to see new faces, while you have the mass majority of fans saying put these motherfuckers back on the same card again, put the same faces back on the same card again.
I hate you. I hate how URL manages their talent. Like it's the worst shit in the world. Like it's just like, bro. Like they have too much. Like I know they might be afraid niggas gonna complain about quote unquote the PGs being on cards. Keep it real with you, my nigga. Like most of the PGs, as you call them, have been giving me better performances than y'all vets. So it's really what's up with it though. So
yeah,
that's a fact. That's a
like,
fact. And
you got to
here's
talk
the
to me nice
thing:
when you talk about the
if
youngins.
you put them where your million view or where your million subscriber fan base is, to allow people to start to get and experience these dudes PGs and their other battles, let these people get acclimated with who they are. You can easily move them up the ranks. And not for nothing, here's another thing: being that they have no structured artist development situation, I'm kind of tired of them trying to capitalize off the talent pool and doing nothing with them, because that's not fair to these guys. When URL got the top tier and vets that they have now, these niggas have been overseas, had other demographics, fan bases, and different demographics before they came over to URL. This is the
right.
only way that you really are going to completely be able to sell them on a main stage. You got to let them be seasoned. They can't get seasoned just dealing with them. They're going to fail every time. They're going to fail every time. So,
but you know what?
DME
VP made a perfectly good point. You should leave the certain names for known Summer Madness, Double Impact, and Smack Volume. All of these other cards y'all doing, y'all should be using new faces.
That's a fact.
Facts.
All of these, for real. All these other cards y'all using, y'all should be using new faces. Leave the other people for the other card.
Isn't that what Band Legacy was? Band Legacy was supposed to be for that, right?
Technically, Band Legacy was supposed to be a rebirth and rollout of Born Legacy, because Born Legacy Supreme kind of stained Born Legacy because it was jacked up. But and you're right, Ray, because Jay Kruger, Kid Chaos, Rubando, Rax, a few others. I understand y'all gonna get backlash. There's always gonna be who is this nigga type niggas in the comments. You know what I'm saying? That's just inevitable. But every person that I just named has put on a classic so far. Jay Kruger apparently put on a classic versus Rubando in that band battle, which I'm also promoting to be dropped. So if y'all want to go and like and retweet that, I greatly appreciate it.
I saw it, I did like it, and I did retweet it.
I appreciate it. Jay Kruger, he has 3 classics at this point. 3, allegedly. Kid Chaos, classic. TY, in my opinion, classic, because that's the battle I still watch to this day on that. And they say he did the same thing with Rubando. So I'm like, bro, like, Rubando is fire. Kid Chaos is fire. They're all sitting. Easy the Block Captain, fire, sitting. Bronson, fire, sitting. That makes no sense, bro. It literally makes no sense.
I mean, you got Squeako sitting. You got Rick
sitting. Truffaut sitting. Jay Lopez sitting. Well, they got their event coming up this weekend.
Right.
But still, they've been sitting. It's like, what's the point of graduating to PGs if I'm just gonna sit down?
If I'm just gonna sit, right? Shout out to Timberland TV. I put his comment up there, but you're right. He's absolutely right. You are gonna see. Well, he's NWX now. You definitely gonna see more drugs. We should have been seeing more Jerry.
Yeah. All right, but let's go ahead and finish up this card. So next we got the return of B Magic versus Ace Amin. Shout out to B Magic, because lately he's been looking like old Magic again.
Yeah, I already been cooking.
He been cooking.
Side note on that one. Oh, because I heard that too. Shout out to my guy Maestro and I'll talk more about that event on our next show coming this week. But Luck Dollars, I don't know if y'all are familiar who Luck Dollars is.
I know Luck Dollars is. I was at his guy that he had a PG first Tubbs at Band
Luck Dollars. But, Luck Dollars, yep. Luck Dollars coming. He is Dot Mob. He was made Dot Mob with Enes not too long ago. Advice to you, Luck, because I have supported you for a long time. The worst thing you could have did was canceled or no-showed a B Magic that was about to give you or 3 rounds. Not 1 round, but 3 rounds. A B Magic that was about to give you a damn good 3 rounds. That was unfair. You do not do that to a vet. And maybe next time you will think twice before being that inconsiderate to people who have supported you for as long as they have. That's that on that. We'll talk about that more later. But yeah, they had an event and Luck Dollars no-show B Magic. Had B Magic waiting at the venue for hours until they had to close. They had to shut it down. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. But anyway, let's carry on.
Yeah, so B Magic versus Ace Amin. Good look for Ace Amin. Ace Amin, I was impressed with his last performance versus Holmesy. Circle the pad like a Zangief power driver for everybody who's playing Street Fighter. That was a fire ass bar. And yeah, he stepped up. Was it a little choppy still? Yeah. He had a little slippy, but it wasn't to the point where it was like, damn, this is ugly. But still has a great potential to have a good trajectory in his career if he just stays consistent with what he's doing. B Magic? please come to play, please.
Sheed. I don't know that Sheed and Ace write the same.
That is not true. I don't know what he's talking about.
Who
That's
and Ace write the same?
Sheet happens and Ace right similar? Not at all, my good sir. You would
Alex.
literally have to side by side me that battle, sir. So
Yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Alex said he is reserving Ace. What? Oh shit.
He said I'm reserving judgment on Magic until after Ace I mean. That's what Alex
Me.
said.
Yeah, I was trying to put that comment up, but I was looking at DMV's comment because you know they petty as hell.
All right, so who y'all? I see a lot of people in the comments saying Magic 30. Who y'all got?
I don't know. I can't assume why niggas say what they say, but a lot of people don't like Ace. I mean, even he understands this. So, I mean, I got Ace 2-1, but
I don't like Ace. I absolutely like him. I feel like he's a star. He can be. Earl 30. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. I feel like I thought Ace said that he wasn't taking any more big names. Let me just start there.
When did he say that?
Or now. I don't know. I thought somebody said that he was going to sit down for a little bit or, take a little break or whatnot.
Is B Magic considered a big name still?
His battle with Holmesy was all right. It was okay. But it's not B Magic. It's not B Magic worthy. Even though, don't get me wrong, I have never been that big of a B Magic fan. And he has had his troubles for years now. But on B Magic is going to mop the floor with Ace, an inexperienced Ace.
So what you got? You got B Magic 30 or 2-1?
DMV is getting on my nerves. I have B Magic. I'm gonna give Ace a round. I'll give him a round because again, I am respectfully giving B Magic his props because I know that he can be fired. Oh, but I'm not gonna take too much away from Ace. Have his moment, and anything can happen. So I'm gonna give Ace a round. I'll give him a round. But I'm gonna go with B Magic. Just DMV.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all right. So we got. Now, see, this battle, I would have been excited for this battle had this guy's last performance would have been good. But I don't know what person is going to show up for this battle. You got O-Red versus Danger Zone.
I've been calling for this battle since Band Legacy 2 when I saw what Danger Zone did to Holmesy. I know, crowd people, it's Holmesy, but that doesn't matter. The thing is, I don't judge a battle or somebody's potential on winning a battle based on who they win against. How was the material? Because that's all we're really listening to battle rap for is the material at the end of the day. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what kind of material can you create for O-Red? Based off some of the stuff and the moves and bags that Danger Zone was in versus Holmesy, I've been waiting to see this in a small room for a minute. So this is my personal battle of the night, in my opinion. But it's just me.
Danger is dangerous. Like, let's just keep that a whole fucking buck. I don't think that we give that man enough props at all. I mean, did y'all forget when he made Latize throw in the motherfucking towel? Like, let's not do this.
I dent you right in the glass jaw like your grandmother's nightstand. Yeah, I do remember that battle. Absolutely.
Listen. I think we forget sometimes.
I don't forget nothing.
I really think Jarvis says that O-Red needs to redeem himself. He does. But Danger's last battle, come on now. Like, Danger. You know, I just he does not get enough props. And maybe that's okay that we don't see him all the time because he keeps being consistent every time. I don't think that there is a danger zone battle that is out where somebody said that he lost.
Looks good, but that was before his rebirth.
Well, I'm talking about like, yeah, well, I'm talking about after the rebirth.
Oh yeah,
that's what
sure.
Why your shirt? Why your shirt so big, nigga? I remember this.
Oh my God.
Why your shirt so big, nigga? Oh, and wait, now just goods. Big T fucked Danger Zone up too.
Yeah, that was after the rebirth.
Look who the hell decided to come in the show now. Let me ask y'all this. Side note. Let me ask y'all this. You just brought it. Well, yeah, what kind of? I spy, but since we brought up goods, how do y'all feel about the goods basically saying that he ready for Geechee now?
I'm not mad at it. I like to see what Geechee can do with goods.
I'm gonna comment in a minute. I'm fucking up these Oreos. Go ahead.
Goods is is like you can't beat goods bar for bar. That's the only thing. Like that's a nigga you can't bar away and get him out of here. Like
and then real talk shit ain't gonna work neither.
yeah, the only thing you can do with goods is have a conversation with him. Only person who's done that successfully was Gage.
Gage, yep. Gage did it the right way.
He's the only person that has battled goods and nobody's called a winner.
That's who I need to see more of. That is who I need to see more of. But that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah. Facts. Why does Holmesy keep rating his you know what? Oh shit. Why did I read that?
You talking about the woman that was eating a plate during the battle?
No, he said, why does he keep raiding his auntie's closet?
Oh, I guess that's his sauce, his drip. What do young folks call it? Drip, I guess.
You said that's his drip?
Right.
What do young folks call it? His drip.
All right, hold on. Let's catch Shab real quick. All right, we got to catch Shab. All right, man. We talking about the app event, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mr. Wavy, Rich Dollars, who you get?
Battle of the Dead. Welcome back from the heavens. We're so glad that y'all came out y'all coma. I guess with this battle, whoever loses dies again. I thought Rich Dollar was Rich. I'm nice. Oh, okay.
Oh, they just dropped it.
I don't know. I guess the culture.
We couldn't pick a winner either, man. So it's completely understandable.
Yeah, we kind of dubbed that.
Yeah, I hope we go first. I hope they be the first battle of the night. I would say that.
Oh, URL just dropped the trailer for that Only the Strong event for this weekend. So,
all right, what about drugs and rigs?
Rigs, 3-0. He gave them 59 hours. He gave them 59 hours today. He gave him 59 hours today. He wasn't pleased about the news.
Wait, who gave who 59 hours?
He gave drugs and twerk 59 hours on Brim. Gang. Y'all didn't see his live. If you follow Riggs, go check out his live. His live be lit. Yeah, I got Riggs for real.
Damn. All right, B Magic and Ace Amin.
Here's the thing. Is this battle is a big stage? So the app is it a big stage, medium sized stage? Like what this stage might consist of?
Oh, it's gonna be in the same venue as the last app event. So I mean, it's the same place.
Oh, I'm talking about they're gonna be where they gonna be at? They're gonna be in Florida.
It's Tampa. Tampa? I'm pretty sure that's their solidified spot now for their small event.
Oh no, I think I'm gonna go with B Magic because B Magic he's back on. Oh, and he broke the bullpen curse. He didn't choke at the bullpen event.
What?
Heard he did very well. So shout out to B Magic for breaking the curse because we was there for the very first curse at bullpen.
Fact. I felt so bad for B Magic, but we ain't gonna. We not.
Yeah.
I digress.
Yeah, that was
All right.
bad. I'm gonna go B Magic 2-1. I'm gonna get Ace. I just hope he don't be around nobody smoking weed, the other bullshit. Got his asthma pump, and but I'm gonna go B Magic 2-1.
And we're currently talking about O-Red versus Danger Zone.
This battle is way fucking overdue.
Talk to him, Shaq.
Why this battle wasn't on a fucking smack bite?
That's what bro, are we related? Because I said the same thing.
I'm not. I will say this. I think the Temple crowd. I think they will enjoy this. But I just really think this should have happened on the volume.
In the volume, this has been much more appreciated.
Yeah, it'd be more appreciated. Especially with that. Yeah. Oh well.
Because that's a pure pen battle. Like that's
yeah, it is. But again, I'm so disappointed in O-Red's last performance. I'm not hyped for this battle like I should be.
Right.
I'm not hyped for this battle like I should be.
No, I am because he got to make up for that, and he's going to make up. Come on now, he can't lose to B Magic, and been bragging about the champion of the. You can't.
He can't lose the Danger Zone. Yeah, not B Magic. Danger.
Hell no. I said B Magic. I'm sorry. So yeah, he can't like this. He can't get washed. Let's reiterate, class.
Yeah, exactly.
Did we forget how dangerous Danger Zone actually is?
I watched that first round versus Holmesy. What he did to him in that first round, I was just like, oh, Holmes, I don't know what you're gonna do, but you ain't finna win this battle. I was right. I was there for that. So I was like, I don't know what you're gonna do.
I was surprised Holmes even had got another battle.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, Holmes, I don't know what you're gonna do, but you not gonna win this battle. Because if he do that one more time, you out of here. He certainly did 2 more times and got Holmesy clean up out of here.
Damn. I think Rich Dollar died again. Oh, he's alive. Okay, yeah, we back.
Yo.
I hate you. I'm
sorry. It's the coffee. No battle rap water today. It's battle rap
all right,
coffee.
Okay. So we all in agreement. Everybody take a Danger Zone? Or
I'm gonna take Danger Zone because O-Red disappointed me, man.
Danger Zone ain't never let us down when he got a shot. I'm sorry.
Danger Zone is definitely somebody that's very consistent.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Win, lose, or draw.
So this next battle is potentially going to be
right now.
This next battle is could be one of the battles of the night, if not the battle of the night. JC versus Loso.
I'm gonna keep it real. We've already seen this battle.
Yeah.
I don't see this being anything else besides a religious conversation again. And I'm not excited. I hope it's not. I hope it is something completely different. But
I'm over JC. I'm over JC. I'm over it. You're not gonna get looks. I will start at I don't want you to see looks. No. You ducked so severe last night. You ducked. Oops. So you. Oh, I see what you're doing. You following the same footsteps of Surf. I got you, brother. Okay, I see what you're doing. Kudos to you. And try to take on easy matches that you can win, so you can get this. Oh, I see what you're doing, JC. But you still ain't gonna get love. So in the name of Jesus, Loso 3-0.
Ooh. Damn. That's just out of sheer hate.
It's gonna be some Jesus Christ reflecting.
It's gonna be
predictable. Now come on now, whoa. Now we can't do that. Loso. Loso is very good at angles.
I'm not talking about
Loso right now. Oh, you talking about what? JC?
We don't.
Jay. I think JC is gonna lose. because he don't gave up.
JC just gonna talk to Loso about how Christianity is white man's religion and historical facts out of it's just I'm not excited about that battle at all. Like
I'm just over JC right now. I'm over JC.
I'm just kind of.
I'm sorry. He doesn't do this new style that he's doing right now. This rapping thing. He think he got the hardest over the head bar in the world. He stopped the crowd. What?
And I do.
What? Me rap, nigga, rap.
Definitely
in
need.
the words of Billy Boondog, rap, nigga.
Alex said that Alex said Loso is not beating JC.
I'm taking JC 2-1. I'm taking JC 2-1 in this battle. Nothing against Loso, but to me,
hold on. Oh, Tampa, right?
Yeah.
Loso is at home.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Loso's at home, bro. Y'all really think Loso if it lose at home?
You know what? I don't want to say that he will, but I'm gonna take JC.
He can't lose. Yeah, he can't lose too, especially when he battle Trez. So he can't lose. He got to.
I'm gonna take Loso. I'm gonna take Loso. I mean, not Loso. I'm taking JC 2-1. I'm taking JC 2-1.
What's your wing?
JC is a black Israelite, so he's not gonna go too far with that.
What you
mean he did that versus Saga? Like, what? Like, what are we talking about?
Hold on. And that was a debatable battle too. He didn't beat. Well, to me, he didn't beat Saga.
Well,
if he come with that same shit, what he did with Saga, it's gonna be a long night.
All right, so
we not even.
So Shy and E, y'all both got Loso.
Yeah, I got Loso.
Okay. I'm going
Wing,
Loso.
who you taking?
Oh, Wings, I lost a word right now? Or her screen just.
I'm going with Loso.
All right, but yeah.
Yes.
All right, so I'm the only one on the panel today that's going
I thought I
JC.
said it.
Yeah, you the only one that still believe in JC.
Hello?
Go wrong with JC.
No, we can hear you. We can hear you now.
Yeah, we hear. Yeah, you had froze for a minute. You back.
All right, so next we got New Jersey Twerk versus Swamp.
I said I'm going with Loso. Okay.
Hold on, I just see something with DMVP said. Yeah, you gotta understand, bro. Breeze is a different dude than JC, so we really can't compare.
Nigga, yeah,
that's a different nigga. You can't. That's like apples and oranges. DMV now.
That's a different dude.
I got Twerk 2-1.
Who that? Against who?
Swamp.
What?
I don't. Nope.
I'm gonna keep it real. If I'm gonna just run down Swamp, I'm gonna run down Swamp's history right quick. He 30 Apollo in the PGs. Cool. I was very interested in him after that. He choked out versus Squeako and lost badly.
Which could have been a classic. He didn't choke.
Yeah, because I was looking forward to that.
Right.
Yeah. His next battle was Your Honor. That was his best performance to me. I haven't been moved to that capacity by a Swamp performance since then. I'm not saying he's been whacked since then, but he has not given me a performance that powerful since then.
True.
I'm sorry. That's just
okay.
Don Marino. I was there in that battle. I was just kind of like, Swamp really didn't want this battle, obviously, because he's not really. It didn't. I wasn't impressed with the performance. I think he may have edged Don Marino, but it was alright.
I was impressed with his battle against Ace Amin.
I wasn't. I'm gonna be honest.
I was very impressed.
I was. I think he won, obviously, clearly, but I mean, it was. I'm sorry. I don't know if it was maybe because I was there for that Your Honor performance and that he just went off 3 rounds straight. Like, I don't know why, but I haven't seen nothing of that impact since he's been on. Bad News was I'm just. And I like
But let me
Swamp. I
ask
rock
you.
with him. This
Let
ain't
me
nothing
ask you
against
this.
him, but
Let me ask you this. How much better is Twerk going to write for Swamp that he did not write for Geechee?
And if he's not gonna recycle again.
Huh. Yeah, that part.
Because Swamp was gonna give us some fresh bars.
oh, of
Twerk,
course.
we don't know. We might get some bars when he was skinny and had a hairline. Um, so we don't know with Twerk. Um, but he was fired against Bad News. But I
And
got I got to rewind it.
he was
He
also
was
fired versus who was at that event? Chiller, the great in that battle. So
That's a fact. That's a fact.
so it is a toss up for Twerk. Let's be honest with you.
yeah,
You
it's a
never
toss
know.
up. But with him being NWX now, I'm hoping they getting his ass into shape
Yep.
with this battle because I really think
Superpowers.
I just think at this moment right now with the bullshit that he's in with URL, he has to win this battle. He has to put on this battle. He has to not bullshit URL because he definitely bullshit URL not once but 2 times that night at Genesis. How in the hell
Jimmy,
you
you right.
giving? How in the hell
I
you
heard
gonna give
about that
URL
bad
that
news.
type of performance?
Alex Swamp versus Don was his best performance. Let me tell you something. When Swamp gets in a zone, that boy is different. Oh Lord.
What?
What happened? Hold on, what happened? He looking at the screen like
Alex,
somebody said something.
No, he's talking about the Alex comment. He said Alex said that Swamp best performance was against Don Moreno.
I'm trying to find.
In what world? What? What?
I got it. This nigga don't make me
Really?
feel my coffee. He's back.
right.
My coffee.
Really? Like, is he serious though? Like, ask him, is he serious? Are you serious?
Hold on, I got to re-up my
DMV,
coffee after that one. I'm sorry.
I was trying to get the Alex comment and DMV's comment. Yeah, hey, damn it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, man, I'm doing my coffee right now. I'm sorry. You don't say some bullshit.
Oh. Alex said, app event Twerk killer.
He said what?
App event Twerk is not a small room killer, man. He had a debatable with Chilla Jones. We gotta stop this, damn it. Like, for real, man. We have to stop this. We gotta stop this, dog. We gotta stop these narratives that these dudes be just getting off like they have good performances.
And for the record, to me, Twerk didn't beat Chilla. That's just my opinion. Not clearly.
He didn't clearly beat him, Ray. I'm sorry. I can't give him that clear.
Not clearly. No, I can't give him that clear.
That's what I'm saying. It's a debatable battle. That's why I'm not understanding why he's saying that Twerk is a small room killer. It's like, okay, that happened in a small room. That is a debatable battle. Honestly, if you want to say the volume setting is a small room, never mind. I don't even want to get into that because I piss a lot of people off.
Nitty owns a small room.
Yep, Nitty was also a small room.
As I said, Twerk in a battle ready, focus. I keep saying Twerk, Swamp. A battle ready, focus Swamp talks to a nigga a whole different way. Mm-hmm. See, this battle is gonna be one of them ones about
this
realness.
Me being selfish. Go ahead, Wayne. I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead, Wayne. Go ahead.
I got something to say too.
Geechee talked to Twerk about the gang life, but I definitely see Swamp being funny. Swamp talking to this man about everything else that has not been spoken to him about. Since we in this real life, real gangster, this, that, and the third. See, Swamp and him, they used to be cool. But now they, it's some shit that boy gonna say to. I will give Twerk 1 round. That's what. Fuck it. I will give
This
Twerk
is
one
my
round.
problem. Okay, ain't nobody gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. And Wayne, and you're gonna be if anybody's seen Twerk. Okay, remember we saw Twerk what the Survivor Series against Miss Wavy.
Yeah.
He lost.
He did.
Twerk is not good on stages. I'm sorry. He is great in smaller settings, small rooms, stuff like that. But as far as these stages now, Twerk is not good on big stages, and we
Shout
have to
out,
accept that.
shout out to
And I,
Alex for this. I can tell where you at in my house. By the way, the Floorboards Creek. Let me tell you something, Alex. I was there for that. I was there that whole weekend. I was there that whole weekend. Front row. You'll see my bald milk dud head right at the front at every Survivor Series battle. I'm right at the front. So that was fire. But I'm not finna act like off that one bar. That whole performance was.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
That's
facts.
the
Yeah, we're
type
not
of
doing
shit. That's
it.
the point that I'm making. The realness out of something so small. He can he uses shit like that. That's what I'm saying. That's the point
You
that
know
I'm
what?
making.
It's
While
I'm not
that's
saying
when
if
that
not if
and
Swamp.
I stopped trusting women after my mother put the bill in my name,
That's a fact.
like shit like that. I don't even. But
But the fact, yes, he's gonna have to fill these rounds with that.
you know what? It's
That
to
But you
one
know
me.
what?
round,
I
that one
always
bar that's on the
I
enjoy.
feel like
screen,
he.
that's not gonna win you
But
a whole
I
three
feel like
rounds.
To me, I've always enjoyed simple bars
I feel
that
like
like how you present them is
Yeah,
always dope to me. Like I to this day, whenever I go back to like Bill Collector versus Shotgun Shook, I always watch that one bar where Bill Collector be like, "See Hitman and his little brother, I would have fucked both them niggas up, drag both of them niggas to the roof, and make both of them niggas jump." How he presented that shit,
yeah,
oh,
I
yeah.
said, "Yo,
y'all
man,
see
that
what
shit
Jay?
was simple, but it
It,
was fire as hell." I was like,
and that's a fact because when Swamp was battling Your
I
Honor, when
made
he
this
was just like, I could beat you. That man said I could beat you with my hands, no strap, or I could shoot your fitted off with 100 yards from a rifle, no
"No,
cap. That
no
was
cap."
crazy. But it was he hasn't done something like that in a
okay.
while.
Remember, I made
And I love Swamp. Shout out to Swamp.
a comparison. I made this comparison. I don't think they're the same, but this is the originality and
Mm-hmm.
just realism that they give. When
Mm-hmm.
clean paper was on,
Mm-hmm.
that's who
Man, I
puts
miss
me
an A
in
game
mind
clean
of. Not
paper.
this, not like their idea. Huh? You said what?
My bad. I said, damn, I miss an A game clean paper. But go
That
ahead.
nigga so fire, bro.
But I'm saying that boy gives me that feel. He just talks to you a certain way. And the simplest shit, this is gonna be a battle where twerk has been put out there, and no, all of his cheerleaders won't say that about him. But now he's about to be tested. Manhood, G hood, whatever you want to call it. He started the wave. I got Swamp finishing it.
That's the
I
thing,
got,
Wing. I hope I'm
I,
wrong. But this is just my
Oh,
explanation behind my prediction. That's it.
mhm.
I don't want Swamp to be terrible. I want him to be freaking fire. I hate battles
I
that I
think
can't watch
I, I
replay.
think we about to
I
get a ace. I think we're gonna get an
hate
ace I mean situation again with this battle.
I hate
So you
DMD.
think Twerk
You know what?
go choke it up and Swamp just gonna be good enough just to win it?
I hope
Probably
not. I,
because
I really hope.
I just don't believe that Twerk really got it yet to the point that he don't understand. Like if you fucking be prepared, bro, you can be fucking great. Twerk could
I
be
said,
one of
I
the
said,
greatest.
I
Twerk
forgot where
could
I
be
said.
one of the fucking greatest right now. If he just sit his ass down and prepare properly,
I forgot who I said
and
this
he
in
will be
response
hard
to.
to beat.
I,
Yeah, and Twerk will be hard to beat.
I forgot who I said this in response to. I said Swamp has, not Swamp, but Twerk has literally the potential to be the greatest battle rapper in the world.
Hmm.
The amount of lack or the lack of accountability and responsibility and self-sabotage is on equal level in his career.
Yeah.
Like he could be the greatest or destroy himself. It's just like, bro, like what are you doing?
I'm just hoping this situation with URL that he's walking on eggshells right now, and would kind of scare his ass, put some little fear in him, to where you know what, I can't bullshit no more. I can't do anything.
He ain't scared of nothing. If he was scared, his ass wouldn't have got on goddamn caffeine, number one, and recycled. And number two, came with no third or half of a second round. Fuck out of here with that shit. I don't believe that.
And why would you recycle when you just own the battle league and that street status put their shit out? I don't get that. And that shit backfired. Nobody responded to that. That was bad too. That was bad.
And you like,
you know it's bad when you have to say it's crazy. That's the crazy part. But anyway,
like I said,
I'm gonna say this. I'm rooting for Swamp to win. I'm rooting for Swamp to win because I want the end results that Swamp won, and Swamp wants T-Top. So I'm rooting for Swamp to win this battle. I'm really rooting for him to win because I would like to see Swamp versus T-Top. You know, and maybe that's the selfish fan in me. I'm taking Swamp, man. I'm gonna say Swamp 2-1. I'm gonna say Swamp 2-1.
I hope I get a good battle. That's all I really want, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Because I mean, we just predictions at the end of the day. If this battle becomes a dud, screw the predictions. It's just like, dang, it was trash. So you know, but
that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm not. I just feel like and that's we have to look at it. It really is how you have to look at it. I feel like this is a good look for Swamp, but then again, it's not. Mm-hmm. And I feel that way because my nigga, you dubbed a battle with somebody who is just as much of a face of RBE. Oh shit, of URL than that you are.
So who you taking, Wayne?
How serious are you taking? Oh, I already told you. I'm going with Swamp. I'm
okay.
Twerk around, but I'm going.
All right. Next, we have Rum Nitty versus Cortez. I've seen a lot of comments in the Twitter. Cortez is another one people disrespects a lot. Cortez is another one a lot of people disrespects a lot. Y'all go learn.
You know what? Cortez is gonna win, and nobody gonna give a fuck.
Oh,
I got Cortez 2-1. When they
nobody
say them small,
nobody say nothing about T-Top. When he beat T-Top clearly.
When it's in them small,
clearly beat T-Top.
When it's in them small,
we care.
I know we care. We care.
I know. I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
The masses.
When Cortez getting that small room setting where it's all about the essence and it's that feel, Cortez shines in those moments, bro. Like, I got Cortez 2-1, and I'm pretty sure niggas gonna call me hot take of the year, but it's whatever. I anticipate all y'all hate, to be honest.
I actually got Cortez winning. This.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly.
And the thing is, it's funny how everybody, I think, we mistake Rum Nitty's writing capability because he's a freaking Martian. Like, the dude says original material every battle. So it's just like, you know. Right. So I think we confuse that, and we'll be like, yo, Rum Nitty's gonna 30 him. But then we immediately get backfired, be like, who was Rum Nitty 30 clearly before? And then we're back in the same spot. You know what I'm saying?
That's right up Jay's alley. That's right up Jay Banks' alley. Jay has been saying that about Rum Nitty for a minute. But
it's funny because Jay Banks is saying a Rum 30. But go ahead. That's the funny part.
Interesting. But Sicko makes a very good point. Which Cortez are we getting? Oh shit. You know what? Y'all niggas. He says skinny Cortez or heavy Cortez. I wasn't even going there. I just meant consistency because he can be.
When heavy Cortez be kicking his ass.
Wordplay. I don't want that. I don't want that Cortez. Give me T-Top Cortez.
Yeah.
Or JC Cortez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Old Red Cortez. Old Red still beat him, but Old Red Cortez was pretty deadly. I'm not gonna hold it.
He always do good next to battles. True. He always does great next to battle that he drops where he drops the ball. Jimmy says, as long as he don't say right, it's nasty or that's wordplay. I don't want that Cortez.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Cortez need to go.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty good with that.
That formula with T-Top, keep it there because that's who you used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So keep it there. Let's do that. DMB said that Nitty versus other punchers. He's not diverse MCs. True. And we know that Cortez is a diverse MC. Plus, he can be witty if he stays in a certain lane. That's the thing about it. So I don't really know. I can't. Nitty, and I'm gonna continue to say this over and over again. He can be inconsistent too. Sometimes he can continue. Every punch don't fucking hit.
That's a fact.
He can continue. He can go overboard with the scheming, and that shit is just like whatever. It's impressive that he can think of these things, but that don't mean that shit is always hitting. And then on top of that, if Cortez knows how to rap in 90 seconds, and he knows how to elongate, and he knows when to do it. I still feel like Nitty has to be that person. And just a lot of times when he's long-winded like that, I can't deal. I can't deal. Cortez and JC is the same. You know what? It's the same person on URL. I hate y'all. I really hate it here. Yeah. Alex says Rum Nitty versus Diversity will always take the L. Okay. So who y'all got?
Well, he said he's taking Trez.
Well, Cortez has the angle now with Miss Hustle lying about Tay-Rock, but that's neither here nor there.
But that's if Cortez even go with that angle. I'm gonna take Cortez. I'm gonna take Cortez 2-1. I'm gonna take Cortez 2-1.
E?
I said Cortez 2-1 earlier.
Yeah, he said Cortez 2-1.
And I agree. I'm with y'all. Cortez 2-1. I can give Nitty a round. You know what? Nah, I think Cortez will get it clearly. I think he can get it. He can get it clearly. 2-1. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll come back to this once Shot come back on. Let's get it. Shotgun Suge versus Jerry West.
Why? Anyway. Nitty is battling too much. Ooh, you right about that, Sicko.
I agree. I agree with that. But the fact is, the fact that Rum Nitty can rap so much and not get burnt out or run out of energy or fresh material, I'm not mad at it.
But we were saying the same thing about Danny Myers.
That's Danny Myers' problem. Rum Nitty ain't came across to have that problem to me yet. The only time he's had that problem was versus K-Shine. So, and that was when that was just weird looking on stage. But
yeah,
like, I mean, he is battling a lot. I mean, it is good for us to let us miss you for a while. I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But anytime I hear Nitty round, the nigga, I get excited. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's
because that he chokes at times though.
Not
Sicko
often.
says he chokes.
All right, so Suge and West, what we doing with it?
I don't want to do nothing.
I got Jerry 2-1 and then the debatable 3-0. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I understand Jerry just got here, or at least they finally get the place he deserves. But I think he has the material to beat him.
Jerry just got here and just got beat. on the caffeine app.
Well,
But
hold
he
on.
did
We got to
get
put this in
beat
context.
by Rum
We got to
Nitty.
put this in context. We got to put this in context. Yes, Jerry. I was about to say Jerry Jones.
He's getting beat
Yes,
too.
yes, Jerry West did lose on the caffeine app. But then Jerry also had a decent showing versus John. So it basically was it proved that he was ready. It proved that he was ready to handle a big name. It was just Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty was just too much for him, man. He was way too much for him. Now,
And
I
he
do
made
know,
him look different. He made him
yeah,
look so different to me.
yeah. Now I do know for a fact that Shotgun Suge does not play around with most of these new kids. Shotgun Suge loves fucking these new kids up. I think he probably liked doing it more than Arsenal. but
Not new. Technically,
but in,
Jerry's
but
not
in
new.
Shotgun Suge eyes, Jerry West is new. I guarantee you, if they was to do anything, talk any kind of shit on Twitter, and Shotgun Suge eyes, Jerry West is new to him. But with that being said,
He's gonna bring back the
I,
pocket check.
Shot stupid.
he probably will.
He say stuff
He
below his
probably
breath, though.
will. But with that being said, I'm gonna take Jerry West. I think he's gonna redeem himself from the Nitty battle. But I'm taking West 2-1.
I got Jerry West 2-1.
Jay
Debatable 30.
Banks, cut your bullshit, okay?
Yeah, I saw that. He's
Cut
stupid.
your bullshit.
I ain't even responding to that.
J 400 ain't got enough.
I guess it all depends on where they're gonna place this battle. Somewhere second, third, maybe Sugar get it, but anywhere below that, Jerry might take it.
All right. We going back to a battle.
I'll be eating wings anyway, so.
All right, we're going back to a battle for you, Shy. Rum Nitty Cortez, who you got?
I got Cortez, but he's gonna be in the vault, even though he's gonna be seen, and he's gonna win.
All right, that's the app card. That's the app event card. That's it.
And the only gripes I have are the fact that my man, well, Jay Kruger just finished the battle like 2 weeks ago, and he has real life that he's dealing with, and Kid Chaos on the card. Like, those two are phenomenal talents from Survivor Series that literally had the top 3 performances of the damn situation. So, you know, and they're just sitting somewhere.
All I'm gonna say is people can keep playing and allowing these fellas to sit if they want to.
Niggas think I'm pro URL because I do most of my reviews on their battles. Don't get it twisted. I've been in contact with many battlers that I've just gained respect and got a good rapport with, and a lot of them get asked me for advice. It's like, should I stick with URL? I said, bro,
Tell them come holler at me.
Don't
Tell them come holler at me.
Don't just sit there waiting for them to call you, bro.
Don't.
Hey, I got a question.
Snakeyez will be on the show this week too, because
I'm sitting that episode out, so y'all already know I'm not gonna
No. It actually is more so to talk about moves, how to move in the culture. You know what I mean? Let me ask y'all a question, because, and I say this to say, and I didn't mean to cut you off. I'll let you come back to that. We had a serious conversation as far as business in battle rap and how to move. URL literally has too much talent that they're not. It's never too much talent because they're moving. But just because they're moving doesn't mean that all the talent is moving. Snakeyez said the realest shit I've ever heard, not that I've ever heard, but in this context. And what he said was, motherfuckers can feel how they want to feel about my moves or whatever. You know, I'm going to hear the URL jokes or whatever. He said, but guess what? While all these motherfuckers sat there and was in the audience, they was on camera not battling, and I was over at RBE on pay-per-view with one of the biggest situations of my career.
Hey Jay, if you listening to Jay Banks, that is, that's a fact. Salute to Snakeyez grind, because that dude moves around to get his, bro, and I respect the hell out of it. I understand we don't necessarily have the best rapport on social media at all, because it's like, I swear he just doesn't see anything positive I say about him, but his grind, regardless if you think about his skill set, whatever the case may be, Snakeyez finna go get his, bro. And I respect the hell out of it, because, bro, I think a lot of URL's talent need to just dub their situation, like Kid Chaos and all them, and I want to see them there. I want to see them do great, because I think they are future stars in my opinion.
You see Chef Trez said, "I'm done."
If everybody just move around, there's only so long that they're gonna be able to shuffle these names before they run out of matchups, bro.
Yeah.
They all run on the matchup code. Basically, we getting 4 out of the starting 5 on this
That's
next
a fact.
card.
Sicko.
That's a fact.
So I think I basically asked my own question. Okay.
There you go. Right. Sicko, you listen. He looked real strong.
I think
he was
RBE
comfortable
is right
on
for
that
Snakeyez.
RBE stage, right?
I heard that nigga was cooking in the first round versus Rosenberg Raw. I was just like, I didn't see this.
You gotta see. He cut all.
Yeah, I heard he went like ballistic.
That I was like, wow. Yeah, Jimmy Sir.
Niggas may think I'm a
Snake is surviving out here, and that's what he was like. It's no longer. He said it's no longer about wins and names. He said it's about moving around and building your fan base. But that's the thing about a lot of people. I don't think know when it comes to Snakeyez that Snakeyez was a spectator. He was a fan, and then became a battler. He rubbed shoulders with these battlers. He was he was guest co-host or guest host on Angry Fans Radio with us every show. You know what I mean? So the politics, he knows about them. And when you get into these situations, going back to Jay Kruger and going back to Kid Chaos, you guys, the only people who can make the best decisions for you are going to be you.
Salute to Jay Kruger, because he actually said he's not on contract, so he can actually do what the hell he wants.
Yeah.
And
I'll be hollering at a couple of people. Yo, Black Ice, you got something coming up? Yo, RBE, you got something coming up?
You can holler at me. You can holler at me. You can holler at me. That's official. You can holler at me. Anyway. No, AR, and not for nothing. Yeah, no. My hosting job, it's official.
Oh, yeah, we know.
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying. And RBE told, or ARP told me, he was like, you can let niggas know you got a direct line to me. So and it's not, you know what I mean? I just want to see people do good. Because again, like I said, our Arsenals, our Hollows, our Hitmans, our Averbs, these niggas we were not introduced to on URL. We were not introduced to on URL. So at the end of the day, that's the part that I think that these guys are forgetting. And when they say, hey, for you to be a star, we need you to get a fan base. We need you to, well, how are they supposed to do these things if they're stuck stagnant right here? They got to move around. They got to be able to move around. And let's not sit here, and here's another thing. Let's not sit here and act like niggas ain't gonna be knocking at your door if you on that RBE platform.
All right.
Hey, my nigga Real Sick won international battle of the event and only got 1 PG. And nigga, when I posted that one clip of that, just be like, I like showcasing battlers, up and coming battlers, they little talent and stuff. I like to show up what they can do. I did one with Jay Lopez last week, and I did one with Real Sick. That clip got like, and I ain't nobody like that. I don't forget a follower count.
Yes,
I'm like, in all reality, I'm just a fan. But, bruh, that jump got clicked on like 3,000 times. Niggas rock with his reach. He's just a dope personality. Like, if you talk to him, see his interviews, he's just a dope dude. You know what I'm saying? So, like, URL is, I mean, I understand.
Well, I told you I met him at iBattle, and I met him at iBattle and didn't even realize he was a battler.
Yeah, because he's just cool like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he was real cool,
and you can tell by his battle style. Cool, he's very intelligent. He knows, like, his PG versus Spade and his battle versus Maverick overseas was not the same person. It wasn't the same person.
I like the transition.
Yeah, because he has like a battle IQ already. So it's just like, bro, he has potential to do great things. So I'm rocking.
How do y'all think
I'm about to go underground with you, man.
Hey, man, might as well. I got battles galore to recommend you watch. You know what I'm saying? So, but
how do y'all feel like URL is going to receive him, though? How do you feel like URL will receive him?
I'll answer your question with a question, Wayne. We've seen Kid Chaos and Jay Cougar put on twice in great battles, and how have they received them two so far? I put my phone in the bed. I rest my case. You hear me? Like, I'm just like, it's just frustrating. You say your league is the most respected, but y'all moves as far as for projecting y'all talent is not respectable, to be honest with you. And that's just me being honest. I'm not trying to trash them because I go to events. I'll be at the Queen Lady event. So, but we keeping it real here. Like, it's people. There are people requesting them now, and they're just sitting there.
Right.
Waiting for URL.
Something saying y'all got something in the works for them. Something. I understand y'all want to showcase the moves y'all make, because trust me, when y'all make an announcement, time stops. We get it. We're not saying y'all trash. But, bruh, there's some things we just need to be wanting to be in the know. Like, give us a status update. What's going on with J. Cougar? What's going on with J. Lopez? What's going on with Kid Chaos? What's going on with Rubando? Rax, Brooklyn Hands, Squeako. What's going on, man?
Yo, speaking of what's going on, man, this I don't know why this person popped in my head, but dog, what the hell ever happened to Boston All-Star?
Who?
You don't remember Boston All-Star?
I'm gonna be honest and say no, sir.
This dude, okay, he came out before Chilla or a little bit after Chilla. He was a battle rapper. His name was Boston All-Star, dog. This dude was hilarious as hell, man. I can't remember the particular battle, but he was talking about my man. He was talking about my man family, and he was talking about sweet pea, sweet tea, something like. It was how he was breaking the shit down, but dog, he was just clowning my man's whole family. And was talking about how one of his siblings be wet in the bed and shit. The shit was funny as hell, man. But he just popped in my head. And that was somebody that, like, he was getting famous for doing the interviews before Ace Amin was.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, he had a couple of battles he did well, and then it was like URL just didn't do nothing with him, and then he just up and vanished and shit. Like, so it was like when he was breaking all of this down, like, I remember he popped in my head. Of course, we had, you had J Rail for a minute that was making noise. They really didn't do anything with him. Then they had they didn't do anything with Ty Law, but of course everybody said Ty Law was boring. So
Ty Law that was my guy, and I used to love me some Ty Law, but he just I don't know if it was just the hype with the slow motion, like, bruh, come on.
Yeah, it was, but the best version of Ty Law I ever saw was versus B Magic, though.
Yeah.
had a little more,
Yeah.
had more energy.
Yeah.
With it, you know what I'm saying? So and then
You know what? He was dope in that one rounder versus Clean too.
yeah. And I forget, did he get? It was one. I forgot. It was a local league he did. He got somebody out of here. Was it Enes? Did he battle Enes on a local league?
I think he did. I think
And
he
I
did.
think
I think that was on Supernova. Was that?
Yeah.
Wait. I think that was Supernova, or was that because Supernova is in DC, and I know Battle something. There's like 2 or 3 leagues out there because I know Reed used to battle on the one league. I know what you're talking about. I remember that. I do remember that.
Too. So
let me ask y'all a question, and I think I just lost Supernova. That was on Supernova, Jimmy. Shout out to Maestro. I was just talking about that.
Outlaw, he didn't battle Ness. Both of them did battle at this event, but I think he battled he battled a nigga named Top 10 and got him clean up out of here. I was just like, damn. I ain't heard Top 10 since.
Oh, wait. It's trash. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You can be honest with him, bro.
I'm sorry.
I remember he battled my man Charron on RB.
I remember when JC got time bomb out of here. Didn't see that man no more.
That's probably one of the worst bodies ever.
And he was like, "You're not even that Nicki Minaj type of ass. You real butt."
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yo, man, JC fucked that boy up.
Yeah, Jimmy. I was just talking about Luck Dollars earlier in regard to him no showing B Magic, but we'll talk about that later because I want to talk about that whole event because that's speaking of Ty Law, that was actually a pretty good event. They had some really good names on that card. And I want to talk about that. He's gonna send me some footage here and there so we can get a sneak peek. But that's what I was about to ask y'all. Back to Charron. What y'all think about Charron and Oops?
I got Charron too, man.
I think the battle will be interesting. But you go basically get a freestyle stumbling Oops. And you did after that, Oops go all of a sudden be looking real clean and sharp in the third, and Oops go win the third, and Charron's going to win the first 2.
I don't think that Oops will win the third. See, because I was thinking that too.
You don't think Oops will win the third?
Nah. Y'all, Ray, you have to see the Charron against Trez. Again, if y'all saw the back and forth with Oops and Charron is like, I don't know what it's like to live with a kid with autism or an adult with autism and how they function or what they think about or how they process information. But he's witty and he's like a sponge and he takes everything. I think and it's going to depend on who goes first. But I think if Charron lets Oops go first or Oops ends up going first, and Charron has the ability to rebuttal that third, Oops got the potential of getting 30.
You know what? You make a very, very valid point there. You make a very valid point.
I think Oops is dope as a person, but as a battle, he's okay. A lot of my people make it as a hot take, but that's just my honest opinion.
See Oops.
Man, shout out to Oscar Oops.
Oops gave
salute him and everything. Like Oops is more powerful outside of battle rap than he is in it. So
here's another thing, and this is to go back to what we talked about earlier about people that URL is having on hold. It should not be it shouldn't be another 3 to 4 month gap before we see Mike P again. It shouldn't.
Oh, I got an angry
That's a
clip.
fact.
I got a video I'm making for URL tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Stand by on Twitter, okay?
All right.
It's gonna be respectful,
Right.
but it's gonna be pretty firm. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Like it's gonna be really, because it's kind of crazy. Not I've said it out loud and discussed it amongst us all.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of freaking wild.
Uh-huh.
It's wild. Like it really makes no sense. Like hell, the class is dope enough that they can still be battling each other. Forget names and stuff
That's
like
a
that. Like they could be battling each other like right
That's
now.
a fact.
Mm.
That's a fact.
Mm.
So check this out. We are going to close out because we are pushing up on another 4-hour show. We will be back next week. Be looking out for us. If you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please subscribe so that you'll be able to know when we are doing shows. You can follow all of us. You can follow us on Twitter to also be notified, and Facebook for some of us. For me, my Twitter is Ms. MZ Lita LETA_truth.
You can find me at No Debate Ray on Twitter.
You can find me at Echo_the_light. That's me right there.
Lord have mercy.
You know. And yeah, we gonna have some interesting conversations this week.
We really are. So stay tuned because this was nothing. This was light. This was really light. This was just what we needed to get off the surface. We got a whole bunch more to talk about. Like I said, because we live in real life and we have jobs and lives and wives and husbands. Well, I don't have no husband, but
I ain't got no wife.
You know,
I'm about to go chill with my wife in a few minutes. Try to work it out. You feel me?
Exactly. We have to work around each other. My point is, we have to work around each other's schedules.
That's right.
More than likely, tune in, y'all, for us on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. And if not, we are definitely here on Sunday. We appreciate y'all. Definitely, Jimmy. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, staying with us for this almost 4-hour show once again. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and anything else that you may want to talk about or got an opinion about, put it in the comments and we will definitely come back to it. Salute to y'all, and I'm about to get ready to go to bed so I can get up. And if y'all ain't changed y'all goddamn clocks by now, please change them because work tomorrow. I don't want you niggas being late. Okay.
They did it before I got home yesterday. She on it.
And listen, I was so bewildered because being that I've been sick this whole week, I've really been kind of taking my my first day back to work. Friday is my Monday. So I really didn't want to get out of bed. I got really, really tired and drained, and I forgot it was daylight savings time this week. So usually what I do is my computer is behind this computer, my work computer. I turned this chair around, pop my legs up on the bed, and I usually go to sleep in my chair. And turned around, my alarm did not go off to wake me up for my actual lunch break so I could take my hour nap. Looked at my work clock, and that motherfucker said 3:30. I was like, oh shit, I'm about to get in trouble. How am I going to explain this to my boss? And then my coworker called me and was like, well, what time you go to lunch? Because the time just changed. I was like, the time just changed. But yeah, so I was all over the place, not knowing what the hell to do. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all change the clocks if you haven't already. Some of y'all probably just now getting up from tequila Saturdays. But if you missed the show, definitely go back to the playback. It was very interesting today. Home in with your comments, and we will be back this week, anywhere between Tuesday through Thursday. Salute to everybody, and we out.
Peace.
Dubs.